Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to The Big Thing to Mention with Dan and Bob Video Games. Silky.
Silky?
Chris Wolfhard.
Maybe the soul should have stayed lost.
And Dr. Aggro.
I can finally go back to asking when Deep Down will be out.
Here on GigaBoots.
It's been so long. Pragmata's gonna beat it out.
Hey, Shmoo. Hi, Shmoo.
But really, when's the agent?
No, they officially canceled that one.
That was a bluff.
Bob, I don't think Yoshinori Ono is there to make Deep Down happen anymore. I think many of these things that have been brought up have no chance of happening. and yet somehow the agent even less likely.
I think one of the producers of Capcom confirmed that Pragmata is not secretly a Mega Man game, so now I don't even care anymore.
What if they were lying?
My two biggest fears is Pragmata being a Mega Man game, which would piss me off immensely. And the other would be I'm still scared that at New York Comic Con they announce some dog shit that looks like that secret level shit. Because that's what Namco did.
It's true. Shadow Labyrinth was real.
And I looked at the credits. That is a Bamco game through and through. They just got brain disease.
That game absolutely has to be made with some sort of AI stuff.
There's
the
maybe
incohesive art
it
style.
has a lot of fucking people in the credits. Way too many for what that thing is. It has like 800 names in the credits.
That's wild.
Wow. They spent fucking 5 years making that dog shit. And I think it peaked at like 300 concurrent players on Steam. Just fell through the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happens when you release complete and total trash. There's nothing redeeming about it in any way.
Namco's doing great.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of exciting games to talk about this week. And we even have some interesting news, I would say. But before we get to that, I have a dipshit thing I ate from a fast food place, and I am going to take up half an hour of this podcast talking about it.
Oh, Dan, how could you?
One moment. Okay, good. They're already skipping forward. So, hey, Bob, cave story. This was a lie. That was to trick people into skipping forward in the podcast. The cave story is really good.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Absolute classic game. For people who don't know, it's like one of the first major like indie games. It inspired so many indie game devs, and absolutely incredible. So heartfelt, amazing music, fantastic visuals, so cute, so adorable. Like absolutely timeless game.
You know, one thing I really didn't expect is finding out Curly Brace is a total fraud.
I know, that sucks.
That
design's so really good.
Yes.
But nobody could save Curly Brace from anime woman being written by a man.
Yes.
But she's got a great design, and that's all that matters.
I guess.
Got
a lot going for that.
Look, sometimes she gets to different places unconscious, and you just get to go, well, maybe she did something really awesome that got her here. Where's our case story B-side? Where's that?
You know what? Maybe there's something that could happen there.
Don't worry, Nicholas will do it. They'll be like, here's our cool cave story B-side about her. And literally everyone will be pissed.
Yes.
I'll be laughing, but I'll agree it was a bad move. We played the decomp.
Mm-hmm.
The decomp's really cool. It has some quality of life stuff, like what if the game ran at 60 frames per second instead of 50? What if it had widescreen? Various things like that. Pretty cool. And also it has some tweaks to help you maybe make the game easier for you if the game's too hard, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's always appreciated.
I could maybe see one specific part of the game you might want to do that for, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's... I don't know if we want to talk about the very end yet, but that sure is deranged.
I can talk about it in as much as, man, to get the true ending, you have to play a very difficult chunk of video game. It was the most I'd ever seen chat come out and say, yeah, this is, I gave up. I gave up several years ago. I never even thought of going back. It is that hard. And I was like, oh, this is at least fun hard. It's not completely disheartening nightmare hard like Rodea, where it's like, oh boy, your game isn't designed for that in the least.
There's something especially disheartening about an insanely hard platforming thing followed by a boss. It's also very difficult. But you don't get to try.
Several sort of boss fights.
Right, you don't get a checkpoint anywhere in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's just completely disheartening because it's two entirely separate things, and you have to do 10 plus minutes to even try the thing again.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
It was completely brutal. But I'm glad I finally did it. I never once did that before, and that was a really fun time. Maybe it would have gone a little smoother if, I had eaten anything at all in the entire stream instead of beating the entirety of Cave Story and the true ending. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Who knows? We don't know these things.
Eating food is important. I don't know.
I've heard such things, yes.
I don't know where you keep getting this idea that it isn't.
I mean, today I drank coffee. Is coffee food?
Coffee is not food.
It's okay. After the podcast, Spiff is coming over with more coffee. Will that be food?
No, that still will not be food.
I don't get it. What decides if a thing is food? We're going to aggro. Aggro, what decides that coffee isn't food, but other things are?
I believe the Catholic Church set the standard for that in the 1600s.
Are you serious?
Yeah. As it turned, like it had to do with what you can and can't have for Lent. So coffee is technically fish, but also not food.
I'm very excited for when a new hip pope ends up there and he just goes, guess what? Ultra low carb monster is food. Oh, all types of caffeinated no. Hides the paycheck.
Jesus.
I think chat's trying to say whether or not it's food depends on whether you tabe-ru it or you nom-ru it.
Great. Now that you've mentioned this coffee and fish scenario, I'm just like, oh, it's like Twin Peaks.
Huh.
Because they accidentally brewed the coffee with dead fish in it.
Well, we don't know that. Well, presumably it was dead.
Yeah, they were dead because they were caught. And ready.
There's fish in the percolator. And they spat out the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you started bringing that up, and I thought about that YouTube video where it's like old times foods, and he was doing coffee eggs. Coffee eggs.
Coffee eggs?
Coffee eggs. Literally look this up on YouTube. It will be the main thing that comes up. Coffee eggs.
Mm-hmm.
They're brown. Would you eat brown eggs that are caffeinated?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm surprised I haven't seen like pre-hard-boiled eggs with caffeine injected as like an ultra gamer food.
Right?
It's for your ramen.
Oh no!
Is there also a caffeinated salt you can put on it?
A caffeinated salt.
Yes, a caffeinated salt.
I feel like at a certain point, eating it is just adding a bunch of middleman red tape, and just you need to buy it by the syringe.
Yes.
Basically. Now, I didn't follow the story because I don't care. But I thought it was funny. Via Twitter, G Fuel implied they were shutting down.
Oh.
Their website did not reflect that, though, at the time of that post.
Weird.
So I don't know. Maybe it was a marketing thing. This is why I chose to not follow up on it, because who gives a shit? It's G Fuel.
Yeah. No, if it disappears, it's like, oh no, I'll have to get Kool-Aid from Kool-Aid.
Bob, this is Kool-Aid with cool caffeine and lead in it. It's completely different from normal Kool-Aid. Come on, dude.
Do they make caffeinated Kool-Aid? I feel like they should.
To be clear, I feel like they shouldn't.
I think that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Yeah, because
considering that it's meant to hydrate
kids.
you, and also it's supposed to hydrate you.
Right.
It's a sports drink.
Yes.
Putting in caffeine is counterproductive.
Yeah, that's both a diuretic and also maybe you don't want your kids chugging the red fluid full of caffeine on a regular.
It feels like something they would do anyway.
Yes, and I'm saying they
No,
shouldn't.
I don't think so. Gatorade actually goes more in the opposite direction, where they have like the really hardcore sports drink version that's like just explicitly Pedialyte. Because there was a period where athletes were like, "Yeah, Gatorade's bullshit. Drink Pedialyte."
Yeah.
So eventually they were just like, "We will just make a version of Gatorade that is that."
Yeah, I remember seeing that at the gas station.
Right, but I feel like Gatorade is a little bit more sports centric and trying to have that image than Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is a kid's drink.
Yeah. Which is why we shouldn't stick caffeine in it. I just cannot be clear enough on this.
Kool-Aid. I got confused and thought we were talking explicitly about Gatorade. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's hard. Maybe you're legally not allowed to put it in a powdered drink.
G Fuel does that, though.
That's true.
I think it's just a really bad move for a fucking drink company who makes the drinks for kids to be like, here's caffeine.
Yeah, but soda's super popular with kids too, obviously.
Yes, but it's not exclusively marketed to children.
It felt like it was when I was a kid, but I guess not.
No, soda's always been hipping for everyone, except for maybe the Pepsi ads had really young audiences and Michael Jackson. But by and large, I think it's been cross-demographic. Soda's for trans people is really what I'm getting at. Always been marketed that way.
I feel like this is the point that I should bring up, that I was walking through Walmart the other day and saw like full-size wine bottle-sized glass bottles of spiked Minute Maid, which is 13.9 ABV.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's more than wine.
That shit was on rollback. I was like, I've been drunk in my life, and I've been trashy in my life, and I have been trashily drunk in my life. But god damn.
Yeah, when you're choosing the pre-made Minute Maid, come on. Class it up a little bit.
There was a pina colada and a fruit punch.
That's so stupid.
I keep thinking about it like it's probably still there.
Almost definitely. The whole rollback system is to very clearly showcase the shit's still here. Please take it away. There's Spike Sunny D drinks now. Yeah, I think I tried that. It was not great. I got
every time
curious.
I see a new one of those, I'm like, surely somebody's got to step in at some point. Like we gave the tobacco industry shit for decades about anything with a flavor in it, and you're selling alcoholic Sunny D.
Right.
Yeah,
no, that's just completely bizarre. Completely bizarre. Has anyone tried the Hard Mountain Dew? The Hard Mountain Dew always tastes like ass. I don't know how people drink it. I have no idea. Admittedly, I don't think I actually have a favorite malt liquor beverage, like at all. I literally don't think I liked a single one of those. Even ones that I should like, even ones that are like, hey, it's spiked Arnold Palmer. And I'm like, oh, me and Aggro and our friends have made that and drank that many a time. And then I try it and I'm like, this tastes like shit. This is horrible. What the hell? Because it's just lemonade and tea and a liquor.
Right.
But it's the most disgusting tasting liquor you could stick it in. I'm like, and also the other ingredients are much lower quality. Ugh. Yeah, no, I can't name one. At one point, I enjoyed Smirnoffs. You know, the Smirnoffs that it didn't. No,
you don't. No longer a fan of getting iced.
You, Aggro?
I think I've had them a couple of times. Hey, I was thinking of something recently. You remember that for a couple of years there, alcoholic root beer was a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, did it stop?
Yeah, no, like they appeared, and then there were like 8 of them, and I haven't seen one in years.
Yeah, I feel like there's only one company kicking it around still.
Yeah, I could have sworn I thought I'd see that still at Aldi's once in a while. Just like, oh, that's why I check out.
Yeah.
Probably because it won't sell.
Not your dad's root beer. That was like the front of the line there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, huh? Uh-huh.
I keep waiting for the let's put alcohol in everything train to collide with the let's make everything taste like cereal train. And I don't know when that happens, what state of matter it's going to be in.
Yeah, that's immediately what I was thinking of. Like, Presumably.
Like, we've snackified drinks and we've drinkified snacks, but we've never been able to get fucked up on either.
So, in my opinion, Aggro, it's like, how do I put this? It's like a rum chata that comes with cereal for you to stick and eat in it, right? That's the ultimate conclusion. Cinnamon toast booze.
I'm erring more on the like we mix alcohol into a milk substance and then make like a cereal bar out of it where it's glazed with alcohol.
That is terrible.
Rum crispy treats.
Some person who is way too high right now is like, this is brilliant. I'm going to make a whole company. This is all they do. It's going to go great.
That sounds like something you'd find on a Chinese buffet that's like not properly run.
I'm just imagining like pouring a bowl of Sugar Smacks and then pouring Jack Daniel's honey whiskey on top of it.
Oh, that's terrible. That is horrible.
Breakfast of Champions.
Aggro, you know about Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, right?
Yes.
Did you know there's a Woodford Reserve Double Oaked?
So it's
It's $200 is what it is.
I'm wondering, like, is that quadruple oaked or is it oaked squared?
I also wonder this. I genuinely do.
That's 2 oak to the power of 2.
Right? This is very important to figure out.
Do they age it in one barrel and then put it in another one? Like,
yes.
okay.
I believe that's the idea, that it has outlasted one barrel and then put into another one. And I guess
you put it in one barrel and then you make another charred barrel in the shape of a Klein flask and submerge that into the whiskey, constantly turning it with a magnet.
So anyways, yeah, that's $200 a bottle. So I'll never know what that tastes like. No, there's no world. I got one bottle of Double Oaked years ago and I drink 1 to 2 things of it, like tiny drinks of it a year maybe. But when talking to someone about it, they tried to look it up and it brought up double oaked, and I'm like, what in the? No, just say it's quadruple oaked, sir. No one's gonna get confused. You don't need to double this. Anyway, when he was doing that, you remember a couple of years ago? I thought he was gonna say a couple minutes ago when you were talking about Cave Story. I thought he was gonna steer us back to that, and then he didn't, and we really just kept digging down on this horrible rum chata drinkified snack or barified nightmare.
Yeah. So I guess we could talk about Cave Story more.
I mean, I enjoy Cave Story. For people who don't know, it's like, it literally is the original iconic watershed moment in indie games. It really fucking is. Truly beloved classic, and it earns it. Delightful, cute story with emotional moments and absolutely great pixel art. Really fun Metroidvania. You know those? Anyways, if you fucking like Undertale and other indie games that came after it, maybe just give it a look or a try or anything. It also weaves emotions with humor in a way that is very similar in a sense. That game is great. It's on everything. The decomp literally has put it on even more things. That shit's on the Sega Genesis.
Ooh.
There's the 3DS native port. There's so many ports of this game. It's everywhere. Motherfucker, it came with your everything.
Yeah, did it get put on modern PlayStation and Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. But I hear the Switch port's really good. What? I just see in chat. No, nothing Dan just said was true. It's true. Cave Story doesn't exist.
It's not real. No one liked it. It's nothing like Undertale.
That's a different video game. That's nothing like this other video game. Okay.
See, this one's in a cave. The other one's underground. It's different.
It's not a cave. It's different. It's just a story. Yeah, no. People should give it a fucking shot. It's out there. I recommend getting any of the free versions, since even though the creator gets a tiny kickback monetarily from sales, the publisher absolutely fucked him out of the rights. So maybe just get a decomp. Thank you.
But yeah, it doesn't quite feel like any other Metroidvania either. There's not like one you can directly point at and be like, oh, it feels just like this one. It's like, no, It's got its own unique play style.
Yeah, because like its jumps aren't as insane low gravity floaty as Metroid, and it's got a gun, so it's not a melee attack style game at all. Weirdly enough, it has vibes of Dragon Slayer 4, the Drazzle family, or as you may know it, American Legacy of the Wizard for the NES. Look, Rig streams have broken me.
It's an enemy nest.
It's an enemy nest.
God, is it like inside the undersea creature, like an NES just down there?
A very fleshy NES.
Yeah, it's a very fleshy NES with tentacles.
Very fleshy NESs are tight. Yeah, no. Go check it out. Yeah, the money from Caro Blaster goes straight to the dev. So that's another game made by Pixel. So maybe buy that and check out the decomp for Cave Story.
God, I still need to play that.
Yeah, me too. I want to. We should do it as a stream, frankly.
Probably. Yeah.
So look forward to that happening sometime. Cave Story was a great fucking time. That was a delightful fucking stream. Do I have anything else I want to say about it? No. We also streamed Rayman Legends, and Bob, I didn't tell you about this, so they get to see your live reaction.
Okay.
There were people thinking we would not like that game, and I'm like, what? Do you think it's the same tier of game as Puppeteer?
Right?
Do you think because things cohabit the same genre, they are equal product? That they are just as good as each other artistically? This is wild to me. That people would be like,
so far removed from one another.
They're gonna hate Rayman Legends, and I'm like, it's such a likable game. There's nothing that could even put you off.
Right, the mechanics like feel good to control. It's fun. There were so many times playing that I was like, oh, this is what Shinobi was trying to be, the Art of Vengeance one.
Yeah,
and it's like, but these guys got it. They made a platform and felt great. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why you would hate that game.
Yeah. Hey, Bob, I'm becoming dark, Dan.
Yeah, what happened?
I assume the physical shitty plastic wheel on the camera changed the exposure level or frame rate on me. So I have to go fix that. Bob, talk about Rayman Legends.
Rayman Legends, great art style. You get to play as a bunch of different characters. So you right away like unlocked Barbara, who is this like, she's like the girl from Brave. Anyone
okay. In what way, Bob? Keep in mind, don't be racist.
Well, she's got a green outfit and she's a ginger.
And
you also unlock other variants of her, like her sisters, and then each new world has other characters that are almost like her, but not technically related. So you get the Goss version of her, but it's a different person entirely. It's totally unlike the others.
Bob,
what's up?
I have since looked up images of Barbara to double check who this character was. I am sorry to inform you, you are a racist.
Oh no!
Are we all gonna sit here and pretend we didn't know? Are we really doing that? Is this a PR thing? We're all pretending.
I mean, I was going to wait a few more years and then write my tell-all book and pretend that made me completely absolved of any implication.
Oh, okay, sure. That's how that works. I'm looking forward to Ben Judd's tell-all book. That's going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
But yeah, no, they have palette swaps for Barbara, so it's great. So you could get evil goth queen.
Yeah, we didn't play as Rayman more than one level before he unlocked her, and we never went back to Rayman.
She's delightful.
Right.
Everyone loves her. Why in God's name have they not made another one of those in 12 years?
I don't know. That's just a fun little platformer. Like it can't possibly take them that much like manpower to make these. The credits were enormous though.
They were pretty big, but that's because, a lot of publishing related things. I mean, it's Ubisoft. If one guy in Ubisoft Montreal touches a thing, they have to credit everyone, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah, no, this is insane. Especially since they're apparently remaking, what was it, Rayman 3? Not even 2?
That's the rumor going around.
And
we got news.
And after we played it, they were like, it's not dead.
Yes.
We're still working on Rayman. Rayman's alive.
Yeah, Rayman's still around.
It's fine.
It's like you could have been working on smaller stuff like this instead of like only doing the Rabbids crossovers Mario stuff. Like that's so weird.
Sorry.
Because that was after Rabbids had already kind of run its course. They weren't even trying to support that still. They were just like, no, this crossover, this Rabbids and Mario is going to be popular.
They added a Rayman 3 power-up skin to him in Brawlhalla where he looks like Super Saiyan Blue.
Is that something that happened in Rayman 3?
Probably. I'm going to say that probably happened, given that is a direct reference to that. That's really funny. Anyway. That game's a delightful 2D platformer with amazing looking visuals and really fun levels. Every level feels fresh and has new ideas. There are a bunch of mechanics. There are level-based mechanics, and then also Murphy-based mechanics, where you have Murphy, your little gamepad surrogate guy, fly up to things and you hit circle to make him activate a thing. One of my only problems with the game is that they did not map the shoulder buttons to do very helpful things.
Yeah.
It would have been nice if I didn't have to take my finger off of the attack button and jump button in order to hit the Murphy button.
Right. It feels like Murphy definitely is like a thing you would replace in a new game. Like if they ever got to make another one, because that thing is so clearly based around, you have the Wii U tablet, right?
Yeah. It's true.
So it's really sad to see that they just, no third game.
Yeah, because like there are so many directions they could have taken it. But no, you get nothing until a remake of another old game.
Which will be a 3D platformer, which I'm excited for. I like those more usually, but this is clearly a different, smaller thing they could have kept doing.
Yeah, there's no reason Ubisoft couldn't keep doing things that did well. They just tend to pile on to the biggest thing in the stupidest way imaginable, nonstop, and it's going great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, Rayman Legends was great.
It was super short compared to how long the beat said.
Yeah, it said like 10 hours, and we beat the game, and it was like 5.5.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was real weird. Anyways, I'm sure Dissidia Duodecim will take 28.5 hours.
Absolutely.
There's no way we could possibly get that done any faster. I'm sure Silksong is also very short. We should just probably stream that tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be easy.
Bob.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, what you been playing?
I played a few other things other than what we streamed. Passive Exile 2 had a free weekend, which that game's going to be free to play when it comes out. So I thought the game was just out. I just happened to see it on the PlayStation Store. So I downloaded it and played it. I only did one sitting. I was like, well, I just have it now. I don't need to do a hurry or anything. So I didn't get to play much of this because it just disappeared after the weekend was over. But I thought of it, the opening at least was really good. Like felt the most like Diablo 2 since Diablo 2. Like it felt way more like Diablo than 3 or 4 did. But the opening's like really dark, very quick. Like it's a very high budget CG cutscene that conveys its dark setting clearly and quickly. And then you get into the game and you get to select your character who is just, the classes are each actually a character. Like in Diablo 2, you don't have like overly customize them or anything. You get to just be like, okay, that's my dude.
Okay, so these classes are characters, but Barbara's just the chick from Brave. I see how it is.
Look, there aren't many gingered girls with green dresses in media that I know of to easily point at and be like,
hey, Aggro, would you like to just like pull out the wiki list? I know you've been writing your whole life.
You know what? I think that assertion is racist.
What? Oh, so you hate gingers now? My God, I didn't realize this is the sort of podcast network I assembled. Chris, you got any screens to go on?
I guess not. But
Not yet.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, tune in next week.
I guess because it's still in early access, there were like 7 classes, and one had an alternate variant of that class. So it was 8 classes. And the alternate variant is actually totally separate characters, different skill sets. Like there's a ranger that used the bow and arrow, and then the ranger that used a spear and shield. I was like, that's really neat. I was, if I had more time, I would have gone back and tried one of those too. But for now, I just played a bit of the monk. Also, once you get into the game, very much like Diablo 2, you have a couple people in town you talk to. They have a very short thing of text, and then you get to go play the game.
Whoa.
Crazy.
That's not okay. I need my Diablo 4 intro.
God.
Bob, are we ever going to beat Diablo 4?
I assume eventually, because your bro, we need to play it with them, right?
Yeah. It's been years.
It's been years.
It's been years.
Another neat thing, I got into the first area, they were willing to just kill me. Like, this game is not easy. Like, you die in a few hits.
Whoa.
And it's not to something that feels incredibly cheap, like, oh yeah, that guy you killed, and then he spawned 2 lasers to spin, and they're hit everywhere. Like, okay. I mean, that killed me. Good job, I guess. But I feel like it wasn't very fair. Which I feel like we just blew through all of this campaign of 3 without ever having to worry about dying.
Yeah.
That's
Admittedly, we played 3 at launch.
Yes.
So most people do not. When we talk about 3, they act like we didn't play the game.
Right.
Because they did a lot with that game over the next 8 years. But every time I looked at someone playing it, I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, other than that, I didn't get too much into the systems. It seemed like everything was there as far as having a bunch of different abilities and being able to level up the abilities. And having a massive skill tree, which is what Paths of Exile is kind of known for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I never really got into the first one, so a lot of the stuff might just be, oh yeah, this is like Paths of Exile 1. I wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks really nice too. Like on PS5, it seemed to run well and had a whole bunch of visual settings I could adjust. I could even like set the resolution. It like had PC settings basically for the PS5 version.
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah, that's cool. What else did I play? All right, I finished up Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Felt like I had to. I felt so obligated because the ninja game.
This
Did
game
you get
code-
anything out of that obligation?
This game code was sent to us by Sega.
Yes,
okay.
it was. No, not really. It's kind of a
That's
downward
that may
slope.
be a theme of things that were played this week.
Oh no.
But yeah, I mentioned last week I got to like the second set of 3 levels, which I guess would be starting at level 4 or so. Because there's like a prologue level, then 3 levels, and then the next set. And that from there on, the game just is like a downward slope all the way to the end. I think one of the funniest things was that there's like a giant kaiju monster that shows up in a few like cutscenes and things before this point in the game.
Yeah.
And then you get to the part where you fight him. You open the level and you have your 2 allies that are like, oh my god, Joe Musashi jumped in its mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they don't even show it. They just have them say it. I'm like, this is...
This game was $30, wasn't it?
Yeah, this game was $30. The budget does seem like it just completely drops out. The last few levels all have this gimmick of, oh man, the door is locked. Go find the 3 things that open the door that are spread around this small area. Like, that's not fun. That feels like just mean. many platforming challenges boil down to Blue Sky posted about this that it remind me a lot of Mega Man Maker levels.
Yeah.
Because it's like a lot of it comes from just purely the amateurness of it, of like, oh, our game didn't really have any way to make you slow down, so we did this keys thing, kind of like late Mega Man Maker levels where we try and make a Metroidvania out of a game that really isn't.
Well, late for us doing Mega Man Maker content.
Yes.
We haven't done that in years, so they added many things since.
And okay, how do we make a hard platforming challenge? Oh, well, something that takes really a long time, but isn't that hard? But then at the end of that, we like one-shot kill you to something that's just annoying and like, oh, if I knew that was coming, I would have gotten it. But it's going to take a couple different tries because I need to try different things that I get to try one thing per run.
I sure am thinking of Animal Well.
Yeah,
where I had to retread 13 screens because I kept getting murked deep into an area.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really frustrating. Like, ride this box that moves slow. It's like, I can't really make this part go any faster no matter how well I play. I'm just riding the box and dodging the flames and hoping that the climb up maneuver works right this time. Because a lot of stuff is like, oh yeah, you have the wall climbing thing on these special walls. But also, if there's a ledge, you'll auto climb that ledge. And you don't want to do that. If you auto climb that ledge, you climb up into fire and die instantly.
Oh, the difficulty is that.
Yeah, the difficulty is just like hit the exact right pixel so he grabs the wall instead of auto climbing the wall. Like, that's not fun. And the combat is just boring by the end. Like, there's no depth to it at all. Like, I keep getting new moves, but I don't get a good reason to use any of them. Because it's like, oh yeah, this move does the most damage and builds the most execution meter, so why wouldn't I just always use that? So I always use that.
Oh. You're weird. You're weird.
That's weird. There's almost like there's no motivation for higher combos at all. For doing all the hardest platforming challenges in the game, to complete these Dark Rift things, you unlock pieces of the Dark Katana.
Okay.
Which they don't, for some reason, there's nothing, it's never mentioned in the story, even though the guy who takes you to these supercharged hard platforming challenges is like standing next to the rift and is a guy in the story.
Yeah.
But then you go do the challenge, you get the piece of the Dark Katana. Nothing's ever said about it.
Okay.
Not a word.
Yeah, we don't speak of the Dark Katana, Bob.
So it's this thing that you're kind of playing the entire game. You don't get it until the very end of doing this challenge in every single stage. It kind of sucks. I think it's maybe a 10% buff to attack damage. It doesn't tell you how much it is, but that's what it feels like.
Does it at least look cool?
Not really. Like, it just swaps out the flash effects on your sword for a darker black instead of the white, which is kind of neat, but it's not like world changing. It's not like really cool. It also feels like it maybe should have just been called the Akujiki, so I could at least have, cool reference.
Yeah, instead it just reminds me of the Dark Ninja Blade or Dark Dragon Blade. And this isn't that. Because that's Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, that's Ninja Gaiden.
And this is Shinobi.
Which honestly, the more I played, the more I'm like, this isn't taking any inspiration from Shinobi other than the character design. Like, they even made the evil corporation you're fighting like more mystical, which just feels weird to me. Maybe that's something that comes up when you get all the way through those games, but the whole time going through this, I'm just like, yeah, he's just a magic guy. It's not the same as fighting the weird corporation with all the supermax. And yeah, the combat feels like it's taken more inspiration from Ninja Gaiden and Devil May Cry than it is any Shinobi game. The platforming's not like in Shinobi. There is one level where you save kids, like in Shinobi 1.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the best thing I had, but that was in that first set of levels that were already a downward trend as far as the game goes. Oh yeah, also has weird glitches. The map keeps breaking just completely. I can still technically use it, but it always thinks that I'm like stuck in one place on the map. I have to fully turn the game off and reboot to fix this.
He's playing on PS5 for anyone who doesn't know. Jesus Christ.
Which I thought, maybe this is, pre-launch, they were saying, even though it's not pre-launch when you would have the people to pay more for it get it at this time. But now it's well past that even.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we're into post-launch, and no patch to fix this. So yeah, I can't recommend it. Pretty overpriced at $30. Feels like it completely is out of ideas by halfway through.
I'm excited for my playthrough.
Yeah, maybe something will click for you.
Maybe. I'm a little skeptical. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound seemed much more what I want.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden
in a
Ragebound is like
number
a
of ways.
10.
Yeah.
This isn't.
Which is rough to go up against a 10, but this sounds like maybe it didn't even need to.
Yeah, it didn't even need like a rough comparison there. Like it stands on its own as being kind of bad.
Which is weird because this is also the more expensive game.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Gaiden was 25, is that right?
I think that's right.
Okay. Hey,
Which,
at
no,
least
no voice acting in Ninja Gaiden though. This has voice acting.
I'm okay with that trade.
Yeah, no, it's obviously.
At least neither of these are Contra Operation Galuga at $40.
No, that's true. God, what were they thinking?
But somehow Shinobi ended up with the map glitch. Is there really so much to ask for a menu to work in a video game correctly?
I guess. I don't know.
like,
It seems
it's-
ridiculous.
Can we push it back, please? Can we push the game back a little? You didn't need to come out right now.
Yeah, and it seemed like that glitch would happen basically every time I went to those rifts where I had the super hard platforming challenge. So like once a level, it would happen.
All right.
Also, once I beat the game and unlocked arcade mode, and I played through a level like that. I can't imagine why I would do that.
What does it do?
And there's now it scores you,
Okay. That
and,
could be neat.
and that's about it for differences. It cuts out all the story, so you can skip
Okay.
anyway. But
Right.
I guess it's the only way to like re-experience those levels again after you've fully like grabbed all the stuff in them, but you don't get to actually redo everything that's in them because you took out the story, so you can't get the set cutscenes again. But at least you get to fight the bosses again and find all the items again, which is weird to be scored on stuff like getting all the collectibles in that area because it's a huge area that doesn't feel good to explore. Like I did the fastest run I could of that level 1. 9.5 minutes. Like that doesn't feel fun.
No, that's huge.
And a lot of that was just me just running by dudes.
Huh. Well, that's really unfortunate. And yet I'm still going to try to play through it. We'll see if I bail.
Yeah, I think the PlayStation said I took 12 hours to do everything, and I basically 100%ed the game. Which then I see the trophy that's like, oh, beat the final boss within 10 hours. It's like, I could have done that if I didn't do this.
Play the whole game again.
No.
Okay. Well, how much Ninja Gaiden did you get done?
Ninja
Did
Gaiden?
you beat Ninja Gaiden Ragebound entirely?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when it came out, I did literally everything except for the boss rush mode, which is unhinged.
Which was intense. Yeah.
I'm going to go back and see if they patched it to make it a little easier. I'm going to need to get to actually be able to perfect that one butterfly lady, because she's the part that's currently just making that boss rush feel impossible. Yeah, which I guess it makes sense because there were achievements throughout the game for, hey, you should learn to perfect this boss. And I always was skipping by like, I didn't do that. She almost killed me, but I got her, and I feel good about that.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, did you have anything else to say about Shinobi before we move on?
I just not.
Okay.
Yeah. Really disappointed. That should have been so good. I do wonder if they just weren't ready for something like this, because it is a team that apparently they're the art team from Streets of Rage, but not the actual regular dev team. I wonder if this is like their first outing as far as a game goes. Because it feels like, oh yeah, you didn't like plan out any of this stuff and make it to figure out where the fun was.
Okay. What else did you play?
I also played some Silksong this morning.
You've been
So did
skonging
I.
it. Whoa, did everyone but me skong it up this morning?
No, I have not yet touched the golden holy chalice that has finally descended from the other realm into our mere material plane.
Yeah, I only played like an hour, maybe a little more. I got to like the second boss fight.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I got.
It seems good. Having the dive kick now feels a lot more fun than anything in Hollow Knight 1.
It's to like me, it's like, okay, this has almost identical game feel. Maybe your momentum is a little bit less, and maybe you don't bounce off enemies quite as much when you hit them, except when you do the dive kick. But it's like, yeah, it's more Hollow Knight. So if that's what you want,
I noticed that at least as far as I've played, it hasn't been as much of the environment cheap shotting me as I remember the beginning of Hollow Knight was. Because that game had a whole bunch of like, oh yeah, then little rocks are gonna fall on your head, and there won't really be good tells and stuff like that. And it felt,
I don't remember. It's been way too long since I actually went through Hollow Knight. Also, that game's 400 years long, so how would I internalize any specific part of it?
right, like it has been a bit too long for me, so I may also be misremembering it.
It does feel like Silksong has some stuff like that. Like it has these tripwires that make the ground explode in spikes if you go through them.
Yes, but there is like more tells behind it. Like, oh, you see the visual for it, you touch it, then it makes a noise, and then you even have a chance to jump away from it then.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot more. I didn't feel like it was being cheap shotted as much. Which I don't know. Maybe I'm just more used to this kind of game now, because it definitely still has a lot of Dark Souls blood in there. The map is still a Hollow Knight map of like, oh yeah, you bought the map. You have to buy the quill
so you can fill out the spaces that aren't on the map. Now you have to buy the compass and equip it in one of your very limited equipment slots so like we can show you where you are on the map.
I didn't realize I'd have to equip that once I bought it because I couldn't afford it yet.
It's really funny that they made the currency evil.
They're turn currencies now, which is weird.
I think there was 2 in the original also. I think like there was the shards and also money.
Okay.
I don't remember though. But in this the money is rosary beads.
Mm-hmm.
And they roll.
Yep. I already got a thing that makes them attract to me, so I don't worry about it anymore.
Okay, that's good because this didn't happen, but I did chase one off a ledge and be like, I should not do that ever. It will become a problem eventually. That's why they did it, in the hopes I would chase one off a ledge like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember if the original had this quest system that's in here.
I don't think they had it as explicit. Like it definitely didn't pop up with like quest accepted.
Okay, yeah, I thought this stuff was new. It seems like it's much more like constructed. So it's just like, okay, yeah, this is now, you have a menu for it. It tells you what you need to get for it to be completed. And each one seems to have its own special graphic. I'm like, Jesus, you guys put a lot of work into the art in this, didn't you? It's almost like you had 7 years to work on it. Crazy. But yeah, from what I played, I really like that dive kick they've added. Like that makes it feel more fun to play in general. I did not play Hollow Knight anytime recently though, so I can't really speak to how close it feels to the original. I
wish you stayed in the dive kick a little bit longer.
It is a very short dive kick, which I think is neat, but I understand
it's neat, but did you get to the boss that's like trapped in the webs and then you
that's
break it free and fight it? Okay. I did not expect that thing to be a boss.
Yeah, neither did I.
I thought I would free it and it would be grateful to me for freeing it from its bonds because it was in a fast travel room, and indeed it is the method of fast travel. You just have to beat the shit out of it first. But yeah, a lot of times in that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dive kick you as you pass over me, and then I can't do it a second time because I'm too high, to reach you by then.
I appreciate that it does basically the same damage as a regular sword swipe.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if it did less.
That's what they do in Castlevania.
Huh. I don't think at least Hollow Knight, I don't think it had like different things doing different damage. I think your weapon always did the exact same amount of damage, like however much you increased it with upgrades or trinkets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I'm going to beat this before they add all the ball kicker bosses. Because I feel like every update of the original Hollow Knight, they added something that stomps your balls. Because I've said this before, but one of the few, like, there's a certain feeling I get where it's like, this is fucking insurmountable. How on earth is any human being expected to overcome this boss? And the things that make me feel that way are the Orphan of Kos in Bloodborne from the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
The final boss, the true final boss of Sekiro that has 4 phases.
Real cool.
And like 18 different bosses in the original Hollow Knight. which were almost all optional. I'm pretty sure they were all optional, in fact. But I think the only one I beat was the Nightmare King that I took like 4 hours. But yeah, so I'd like to beat it before they introduce the circus of guys that'll kick your teeth in.
It's okay. This time, instead of doing updates, they did everything in advance. That's why it took so long.
Yeah,
No.
so all those really hard bosses are already in there.
They're already in there. You just haven't run into them yet.
I think they literally said that they were still gonna do more.
Oh my god.
They did say that, but that might not be like updates. That might be like, oh yeah, there's another huge expansion years later.
I appreciate that they got like the person who sells you maps in this makes a really loud sound when you're anywhere near them.
Yeah, a lot of characters do, which is really neat.
At least in launch Hollow Knight, that motherfucker was hidden. He was never out in the open, and then this one is explicitly like a combatant, so she can be out in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually they patched Hollow Knight, I believe, to give him like a sound, but it was a much more low key sound, and also give him like a trail of papers.
Oh.
But at launch, it's like, hope you fucking found him in this little cove. Otherwise, you don't get a fucking map for this area.
But yeah, I've been kind of lied by how many different creatures are saying, and I kind of forgot that so many of them sound so human. I don't know if Hollow Knight Original did that, but like so many of them, like you just hear them say almost words. But yeah, really early on, you see the one pilgrim who's just sitting there singing to the gate until it opens. It's like that's not how this works, but good job, you're trying.
Well, and then you open it for them, so in some way it did. They definitely won't. You definitely won't find their corpse 40% of the way through this game.
No, they're good. They're sweet.
I forget if there's any NPCs that meet horrible fates in Hollow Knight. I presume there are because it's so much like Dark Souls.
Right? It'd be weird if they weren't, right?
Like even atmospherically, it is very, very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I feel like the only thing that really conveyed that alien doomed world, but everything already happened. Now you're just kind of chilling in the wreckage until everything stops. Feeling is Dark Souls.
Remembering again, there were things in this that remind me of things in Dark Souls 3, which reminded me of the Dark Crystal.
Could it have been all of the crystals?
No,
And the darkness?
It was the wise elders traveling across the land, making their pilgrimage to the Dark Crystal. Which is pretty cool. That movie's really neat.
That movie is really neat.
And also that movie has giant bugs and stuff. It's kind of
pretty cool
with this game pretty well.
Isn't it fucked up that like we're in a period of the industry desperately trying to sell the public on paying more money for games, and there will be 3 games up for Game of the Year that have a lower than normal price point?
I would say there will be more than 3 games on this network, but yeah, no, it's hilarious. If anything, the $70 price point for my recollection this year has been a concern. Not, these are the ones we have to.
Yeah, no, and like is Silent Hill gonna be 70? I feel like it probably is. Silent Hill F.
Yeah, probably. It's fucking Konami.
Yeah.
They made that fucking remake 70. Of course and that's bizarrely Silent Hill 2 remake seems to be the only game that fully tanked the $70 debuff. I don't know how that worked out. Or maybe Konami was just so unused to launching games that they were like, well, they had no idea that could have potentially sold more.
Yeah, and Metal Gear Delta just came out at 70 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. 60 would have helped that.
Which one? Metal Gear Delta? I'm sure.
Yeah, Metal Gear Delta.
Sure would have.
Man, it's so fucked up to see Ocelot spinning the guns in Metal Gear Solid Delta and be like, wow, he's holding plates now. They ceased being guns and started being fucking serving trays.
That bad, huh?
It's there. I am willing to say there has never been worse.
Oh, believe me, I watched the Digital Foundry video, and that's when that huge moment of me being like, if the whole point is to look pretty and your game is just goo, what are we doing here? $70, you would have a hard time selling me this at 40.
Mm-hmm.
You literally made a game.
It's gonna look real embarrassing next to Silent Hill F, which allegedly has unbelievably solid image quality for an Unreal Engine 5 game.
Yeah, that's what Digital Foundry
Like
said.
I've seen multiple people be like, wow, why is it so clear? That's not normal.
Imagine developers who care about image quality. Whoa.
Crazy.
Whoa. That's wild.
But yeah, I skipped out on Death Stranding 2.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other $70 one
As
this
did
year
I.
that I was pretty excited for, but it's so big.
It is so big, and it's so $70.
I'm gonna do it for Ninja Gaiden. I'm even an idiot who's probably gonna get that $90 one.
Oof.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
Oof. I guess we'll stream it.
I guess.
Yeah, hopefully Ghost of Yote's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I actually couldn't find a price on Steam for Silent Hill F.
Weird.
Oh wait, there it is. Okay, it's 70.
Okay, yeah.
It's 70.
It'd be kind of crazy if it wasn't.
It would be kind of crazy if it wasn't. Donkey Kong was 70.
Yeah.
That's true, but Mario Kart was 80. It was more 70 than 70.
Yeah, I got that
Kirby in the Forgotten Land on Switch 2 is 80.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it basically isn't real.
That's so wild.
Yeah, Nintendo's on that fucking gas, and considering that literally everybody else in the industry has taken black eyes over this shit, I don't expect them to be like, we've learned that there is no being immune to it when even Monster Hunter gets their eyes dotted by it.
Yo, but what if you paid $80 to get Silent Hill F Digital Deluxe 2 days early?
I want to make sure I have an even worse experience than launch.
You know, I kind of forgot the main reason I didn't pick up Death Stranding 2 is it pissed me off that much that they put out a Kojima game early for people who paid more.
Yeah.
That actually really pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, because who cares about the plot of a fucking Kojima game? Fuck me. Anyway. So I have a quick list of games I have to play this year. I figured I'd read it to the audience and see if there were any games they thought of that were like, Dan obviously needs to check this out for Game of the Year. I'm going to run down it real quick. Arcane Age, allegedly a game called Cave Crave. Chat, do you find yourself craving that hole? Cave Crave is for you. Anyways, Chronicles of the Wolf, maybe Cultic 2. I don't know. I'll watch someone else play it. Death Stranding 2, Dynasty Warriors Origins. I already own it. I just have to play it. Endless Mondays DLC, Fantasy Life I, Ghost of Yote, Heartworm, 100 Line Defense Academy, Metroid Prime 4. Question mark? Is it happening? Is it? Midnight Walk, Mina the Hollower, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Once Upon a Katamari, Pokemon Legends ZA, Rune Factory, Guardians of Ozma, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Oh, Prime 4 is out now. Bob, Prime 4 is out now. We have to, that's our stream tomorrow.
My God, Silksong manifesting has seeded madness in the populace. All things are possible. All prophecy has come to pass.
The Bloodborne patch is real.
Oh,
It's
no.
real. the blood moon appears.
Like I look under my desk and the agent is down there and touches my leg and I turn into LCL.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, see, there we go. To a T. That's a game.
To a T, yeah.
There we go.
yeah.
Thank you, chat.
Yeah,
See,
no,
I knew you would think of something, chat.
I meant to pick that up when it was on sale. I guess I'll wait for the next one now.
Yeah. Yeah. Judas is coming out next month. Whoa!
God, that would be the funniest goddamn thing in the world.
It would.
Yeah,
I'll try to give you monthly updates from now on. Releases it.
you're right.
Like I don't know if you could make a good video game, but fuck, you're brilliant.
Did y'all have anything else to say about Silksong before we move on?
No, we have not played enough of it to really talk more. Really good character design. Definitely am enjoying it more just from that angle.
Bob and I watched Superman. Let me be clear, because we haven't talked about this on a Big Think yet. We watched The Suicide Squad, Thunderbolt Asterisk, and Superman.
Oh, there was one more. I don't know if you want to mention that one.
We also watched Thor: Love and Thunder. Anyway, so let's talk about those other things. Hey, The Suicide Squad was kind of like the best DC film I had ever seen.
Yeah, no, that was really good.
It
Just
sure
messed up.
was James Gunnish. It's super obvious that man likes doing those things he does, and he does them all the time, but it was really good. Then we watched Superman. I think Superman's the best DC film. I liked it more than The Suicide Squad. That is the only actually good Superman movie.
It is.
It
only took him how long? When was Superman invented? Like in the 50s?
Well, are we really? I mean, you gotta at least start at when movies were being made of Superman.
Okay,
It's really
I guess then we can start at what was that, 77 or 78?
I think that's still the 30s. Or were those TV serials?
Yeah, are we gonna count those? Do I have to go and watch all of the TV serials / black and white shorts? Do we count them if they're animated? Yeah, no, that movie's excellent. It's really fun. It's really heartfelt. They got Superman. And then they made a good film out of it.
Yeah, crazy.
Whoa. So that's cool. I don't know how much I want to say about it because it almost like spoils and robs it to talk about the individual things that are great about it. I feel like their understanding and nailing of Lex Luthor is spot on. I appreciate their portrayal of him as maybe not the smartest guy in the room, but the loudest and the richest. His actor does a fantastic job conveying that as well. Yeah, no, it's really, really good movie.
Yeah.
Really good. I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it in the theater because it probably would have looked way worse than it did here.
That's true. Yeah. I was surprised it doesn't feel like as much of, like, there's not a ton of needle drops. Like, there's a few in there, but it doesn't feel like as much of a James Gunn what you typically expect after Guardians, which is...
And The Suicide Squad,
right.
Both of which are just like needle drop, needle drop, needle drop, needle drop. Whereas this, it only does it like two.
Yeah, maybe twice. Maybe.
2 times. The rest of it is, hey, you know the iconic Superman theme for movies? We're going to play like the notes epically, very repeatedly doing the first 4, then eventually working to the second half. So it was very cinematic as a counter to the James Gunn radio play syndrome.
This is really good Green Lantern.
It's a fantastic Green Lantern. I mean, the
I
whole
had
cast is fantastic.
I had no idea that was even God, what's the actor's name?
Oh, Nathan Fillion?
Yeah, I didn't know that was Nathan Fillion. I knew he was in this movie somehow, but didn't know that he was Green Lantern.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen a couple interviews where he's like, they said we're going to test some different haircuts because, Guy Gardner's haircut is stupid. And he's like, no, we have to do the bowl cut. It's Guy Gardner.
It's very integral to his character in this film.
It actually is, sadly.
Yeah, I was kind of floored that I enjoyed it that much. So in the night, we watched Superman. We watched Thunderbolts, then Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, no.
Yeah. It was...
In the night, we watched The Suicide Squad. We watched Thunderbolts. And I was like, holy shit, both of these were good. Time to roll the dice. Put on Thor, Love, and Thunder.
God. That movie could have been good.
The opening's great.
Yeah, there were so many pieces in that movie. It could have been a good movie.
Christian Bale and the character he's doing seem great. Hey, Aggro.
Hey.
Did you watch Thor, Love, and Thunder?
I did.
What did you think?
It was interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like I liked watching it. I'm not going to go to bat for it. I get why people were mad at Taika Waititi for making it.
Yeah, he also directed the one before it, right?
Right. Which people like that one.
Yeah, I like that one more than I like the fourth one.
Yeah.
I like that more than Love and Thunder.
Did he do Ragnarok?
Pretty
I
sure.
think he did. Yeah, okay. People are saying it was him, yeah. Directed but not written. Oh.
Oh, yeah, of course he did.
Okay.
He's like a character in it too.
He is.
Yeah.
I don't remember what character. Just remember he was in it. Yeah. Thor, Love, and Thunder sure is a movie that... How do I put this? It feels like... God, how do I put this? Somebody said it felt like two movies were slammed together. I don't think that's true. I think it's even more incoherent than that. It feels like there's no... It's not totally cohesive. There are moments that are jackknifing all over the place. It feels like a lot of it completely is so by the numbers and ruins. One of the neat ideas in it is that there's Lady Thor, or whatever her actual name is in the comics, or whatever, because someone said
Mighty
it.
Thor.
Mighty Thor? Yeah, someone in chat said that. And I feel like that's completely ruined what's going on there tonally is completely ruined by all the rest of it in a really bizarre way. Meanwhile, Bob's like, just, where's Hulk? I'm like, look, there's no way Hulk could solve the problem. We should never contact Hulk.
Wait, should we get any of these different super scientists we know to
solve
this?
The problem with Mighty Thor?
No, we can't do anything.
Natalie Thorstman. Yeah, that's the name. Natalie Thorstman.
There were parts of it that made, I think, both of us think of the prequel Star Wars trilogy.
Yes.
So it's very in-fitting with Thor 2, which also had parts that made me think of the prequel trilogy. I guess Natalie Portman was there. They had no other choice.
I mean, it's true. Natalie Portman is there. Yeah, anyway, so I'm happy to announce 3 of the 4 superhero films I watched over the last week were actually really good. I needed that after the insane amount of absolutely terrible ones I had been chugging. And honestly, Thor: Love and Thunder isn't anyway. It doesn't rank.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's no New World. It's no DC movie.
Right. Yeah.
God, like, it's not Black Adam.
Oh my God. Yeah, Black Adam. Jesus. We kept making jokes the whole time we're watching all of these, and I'm like, I don't like that the hero has a weakness. What if he disassembled everyone in the fight scene in 2 seconds? That would be based. I don't understand. Crypto was in danger. Why didn't Superman rip everyone limb from limb?
Yeah.
Black Adam would have done it.
Yeah, it's really neat that they hit like a really like Superman's really strong and very like probably the most powerful person in the planet, but he's not like infallible. Like he has his weaknesses, they exploit those, and he doesn't seem like absurdly powerful, which is hard to do.
Yeah. When are you gonna watch The Flash, Dan? Here's the thing. My HBO Max just renewed. It renewed like 2 days ago, maybe. So I guess I have to. I guess I have to watch The Flash. Anyway, Superman's good.
Yeah. I'm really glad that we're done with all of the old era DC. Very excited for what's to come, because
Isn't there something like other than the Flash we're missing? There are 2 Aquamans too.
two Aquamans, yes.
Yeah, 2 Aquamans. Did
But
we
I was
watch
saying they were done making them. They're not doing that
done.
anymore.
They're done.
Yeah,
with making them.
They are absolutely that whole era is over. God, it was bad. It's kind of stunning just to see like the immediate light switch that is the Suicide Squad. It's like, oh, you have all these characters, but they all are actual characters. Crazy.
Yeah,
Like they get character moments, we get backstories, we get
they
them
remember
having
to
fun
write.
together.
They remember to write an emotional core for everyone on the cast.
Yeah,
Weird. But yeah, I think we're missing 2 Aquamans and a Blue Beetle.
I keep forgetting Blue Beetle is real.
Aggro, is Blue Beetle good? You're the only human who saw it.
I did not, as a matter of fact.
No one. Are we sure Blue Beetle's
I never got
real?
around to it. I've seen all the Aquamans.
I think wasn't it a COVID movie, like a 2021 movie?
I think so. I think it was around there.
So it would
after
make
that.
sense that nobody saw it.
People in chat are calling it Mexican tokusatsu.
That's what it was
I mean,
advertised as.
yeah.
That sounds cool, actually.
It does, but you know, it's still a DC movie.
Yeah, it was a straight like that's not a. It's all gonna be bad VFX. It was originally a streaming show. I feel like when you say tokusatsu, that implies practical effects.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
No.
No. Unfortunately, we've been had like 2+ decades of terrible looking special effects being tokusatsu.
Either way, if it has bad special effects, I won't even feel it. I've been watching so many of these.
I mean, it's probably not even bad by modern standards. Fucking every fucking movie has 100 piles of shit that looks terrible.
Yeah. To the point where we watched a thing recently and a vehicle flipped over, and we were like, "Wow, that's a real vehicle they flipped over. Amazing! Thank you for filming that." That's how bad it's gotten, chat. That's how bad it's gotten. But yeah, I think elsewise we're clear on DC films because we're not gonna do Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. That might be funny.
That might be funny in its own way, just to know what they're making fun of.
Is there anything else we're missing? Is there the Flash movie that's older?
I don't think so. I think this Flash movie is the only one that got made.
And
right?
I think we watched everything. I think we're good. The Dark Knight. I own the Nolan films. Oh, Shazam.
Shazam.
There are 2
1 and 2.
Shazams.
Yeah.
Now this list is sounding terrible. Now it's too much.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh yeah.
Is that the only Wonder Woman? There are 2, right?
There's 2.
I
thought you watched the first one.
No.
Oh, you skipped it?
Yeah, I had
That's fair. That was.
I watched the movie she was in, and I was like, I don't really have a reason to go watch a movie exclusively about this character.
Yeah, she can't act. That's her superpower.
Wow. How does this help?
It doesn't.
Oh. Yeah, no. So okay. 2 Wonder Womans, 2 Aquamans, a Blue Beetle,
They made so
and
many of
Ryan
these.
Reynolds Green Lantern. 6 movies. And then I'm done.
They made so many of those. Come on.
I love that everyone always told me that Man of Steel's problem was that the fight scene goes on too long. The problem is that it doesn't have a good story. There's no good story there. There's literally nothing there. Man of Steel has no fucking center to it.
No, like it barely has characters. Like you'd be hard pressed to tell what Clark Kent, like who he is in any way.
Yeah, that thing was terrible. That was a horrible film. My God. The problem is everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but that's it, right? I didn't miss any other DC films we need to watch, did I? And we're almost caught up on Marvel. The only thing we haven't watched is, what is it, The Immortals? Is that the name of that one?
I mean, there's a bunch of them we haven't watched, but you're talking The Eternals.
The Eternals, yes. And Bob, no, streaming shows don't count.
No, there's still like Shang-Chi. There's like the Ant-Mans. We've only seen Ant-Man 1. There's two more of those.
We need to hear about this cool guy that's going to be the multiverse dude. That's totally still the main villain going forward.
I love that Thor also ended with not the multiverse, but something else. It will probably not come up for a very long time.
Oh my God, I forgot there were 3 Ant-Man movies.
Yeah.
Quantumania.
And we absolutely need to watch.
You have to watch 2 because that explains Ghost.
Oh, really?
Explains who?
The villain, the character that in the Thunderbolt Ghost?
Yeah, that one?
Yeah, she's the villain from Ant-Man and Wasp.
What? I would never have guessed, honestly. I was like, oh, this is a cool character.
We might have actually done that. I see Spiff in chat saying, I miss the Zatoichi arc so much. Me too, buddy. Those were on average better than every DC film, and it's not even close.
Yeah. What was... Oh, right. And of course, you still haven't seen Guardians 2. And I haven't seen 3.
Okay, we're... 1 second. I'm just going to stick this in my Game of the Year spreadsheet, even though that makes no fucking sense.
Jesus.
Marvel. Okay, so Ant-Man 2 and 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Guardians 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Oh my God. Why do they make so many of those?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
The Eternals.
The Eternals. And that's it for Marvel? I think that's it for Marvel. Black Panthers.
Oh yeah, we didn't watch any Black Panther.
Which, just to be clear,
Bob's racist legacy continues.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it is.
Definitely nothing to do with the first things I saw of Black Panther was insanely bad looking
incredibly
CG.
cheap. Yeah, I was... And then everyone's like, oh, the movie's good. And I'm like, then why did they put so... It looks like fucking shit in the trailers, guys. Why did they do that to them? And then on the fucking DC side, it was 2 Wonder Womans.
2 Aquamans.
Sorry, I'm going to name this like Vox's side account, Woman Film and Woman Film 2. What else?
Aquamans. The Flash. In 2 Shazam movies.
And Blue Beetle.
Oh, right, and Blue Beetle. Almost
but that's
watched
it.
him again.
That's it. Thank you for the shout out for Woman Game in chat. Thank you. Thank you, Mod.
What do I have to do to get you both into drugs instead of doing this?
We're getting cultured.
Are you seriously just looking at me and going, weed could have saved him?
No, I feel like you need something that's more dangerous.
Whatever would give you that thought? I don't know what people are talking about. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only 16 films.
God, that's...
Jesus Christ.
We could just watch the ones that actually sound good. Or hilariously bad, like The Flash.
We're too close now, Bob. We're too
I
close.
bet The Flash isn't hilariously bad. I bet it is empty.
That's what I'm betting on, too.
The only moment of joy in that movie I'm willing to bet is the part they reverse to make it look like he's putting a baby in a microwave.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing in the film. When I see it played forward, I'm going to make the dumb joke of, wait, that's supposed to go in the microwave. And then that's going to be the only highlight in it. And then I'm going to have to see horrible CG versions of Zod from fucking Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I think I told that story last big thing, didn't I? Or was it a Friday/Monday stream?
I think it was a stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so like they got the actor who played Zod in Man of Steel to come back for The Flash. And he was like, To be clear, they know I died in that movie, right? Yes, they say it's a multiverse, and he goes, "What the hell's a multiverse?"
I think the absolute most pathetic moment. My prediction is that something involving Michael Keaton Batman will make Dan angry. Like viscerally disgusted that a studio released this for human beings.
Ooh.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know. I just feel like there will be some unbelievably undeserved attempt at an emotional beat, and Dan will get angry from the angle of like, you thought anyone would want this. You thought I would want this. I should kill you.
Yeah, it's entirely likely. Given every
Why did
time
they release that fucking movie? They were smart enough to cancel that Batgirl movie, a Batwoman movie, which I'm sure would have been horrible. They should have canceled this. Like the lead actor was constantly doing crimes around the time this came out.
Yeah,
and they still didn't cancel it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it was just like spent too much money. Maybe.
It's fucking wild out here. Okay, yeah, just 16 films. On it, Chief. This is what we get because my HBO Max renewed. If it didn't renew, then half of these would just be gone out of the sheer essence of, motherfucker, I'm not paying to watch a DC film. Mm-hmm. Are you insane? Except for Superman. That was good.
But now you're building up such a great tolerance for Red 1 once it's Christmas. It's even more important now because you'll be able to tell me where that ranks amongst superhero movies.
What about the Snyder Cut? We watched the Snyder Cut.
We did a review of the Snyder Cut.
We reviewed it and released it a year and a half after we recorded it.
Yes.
See that? We're out here dying every day, and they don't even remember.
No,
they don't even remember.
Speaking of which, don't forget, we did the animation review. It's out this week.
Yeah, we did an episode of GigaBoots on the new thing from the Nichijou people, City, the animation. You know Nichijou? You've definitely seen gifs of it. Watch our review of City, the animation. Just as X says, if we do it again, he'll put a second Goku in the thumbnail this time.
I guess we could do the Justice's Gray edition.
No.
Okay. I'm not fucking married to the idea. Honestly, like even my weird, ironic appreciation of Snyder went away when I watched Rebel Moon.
I bet.
Yeah.
Dan, under no circumstances should you ever watch Rebel Moon, no matter how curious you get.
I think I'm done with watching anything Zack Snyder after Man of Steel. I'm good.
I don't know. I keep thinking about watching Rebel Moon.
What if you watch it back with Seven Samurai?
Maybe I'll swing by the local Walmart and pick up some Minute Maid and have myself an afternoon.
Sure, I need someone else, not Dan or Bob, but I need someone else to have seen that movie. That movie was so bad. Somebody's like, "Okay, the second part's out. Are we gonna watch it?" And I went, "No, absolutely fucking not."
Anyways, that's it, Bob. Any thoughts about any of these films we just talked about watching before we move on?
I guess not. You should see Superman. Like it's probably going to be on streaming, like for cheaper soon.
Yeah. Because right now it's just the rentable.
Or you could just steal it.
What? You can?
What?
That's a thing. What?
It's always an option, no matter how much people cry and wish it wasn't.
That's crazy. But DC will go out of business, so you got to rent the new Superman.
God hoping.
God, yeah, actually, the market improvement in the world if somehow Marvel and DC went bankrupt. God.
I keep expecting to wake up to David Zaslav being like, okay, we shut down DC Comics. They don't exist anymore.
Ooh.
I feel like that is within the next decade for sure. That will happen at least to DC, maybe to both of them. Because they already don't fucking adapt comics to movies and shit. They already don't actually do that. So, like, what do they get out of it? The closest they get is, we were inspired by this comic from 50 years ago, because if we were based on it, we'd have to give them money. So we were only inspired.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our movie segment over. Look forward to next week when we talk about F is for fake. Bob, have you played anything else?
No, I haven't.
Aggro, what have you been playing?
I have been guzzling as much 100-line Last Defense Academy as I am able to. I have finally finished the prologue, which were this game written by a person with less spiritual power you might call the game.
Now, Aggro, there are many more than one writer. I know there's at least 3. Kodaka, Uchikoshi, and the motherfucker who writes Boruto, who apparently wrote the absolute worst route.
Oh,
Wow.
I look forward to looking up which one that was when I am done.
Just wait until you get one that's like, that's dog shit, and then look up who wrote it, because I'm willing to bet it will be that one.
I don't know. So I've done the prologue, and I have done another main route. I've gotten like 8 endings. So I don't have a lot to compare it to yet.
Is the spell working on you? Or are you being increasingly endeared to this group of freaks?
That's the interesting thing. The magic trick has flipped, because when I'm now doing a different route and circumstances are different, some of these people turn into giant unreasonable assholes, and I now have to hate them for large swaths of the game. It is emotional manipulation of the most malicious kind, and I am not appreciative of it. Because the game has, it's got 100 different endings, and you go through the game the first time. And I'm trying really hard not to say anything spoilery, because a lot of the joy of this game is like the next screen comes up and you're like, what the fuck? There are some things that are brought up in the first run of the game that are they're not explained. They don't even pretend they're going to explain them. Your characters just go, huh, that's fucked, and we move on. There are some threads left dangling in ways that are ungentlemanly and unkind. Once you start going for different endings, that doesn't go away. That gets worse. When normal people make a game with 100 different endings,
When normal people don't do that, just so we're clear.
They make a game where you have a bunch of choices that you make that lead to different outcomes, and that's the game. They don't make a game where you play it and then you play it again. And it's not like, oh, I made this decision and the butterfly effect happens and different things cascade away from it. No, we're doing it again, and things are different now. A character may walk out from around the corner and say, hey, I'm new and I'm going to fuck up your whole day. And the entire route is based on this asshole who just didn't exist before.
Yeah, I'm scared because some people are like, yeah, I played this game for 95 hours and they're introducing new characters.
Yeah. Speaking of characters, I just wanted to, let me drop this image in the Big Think channel.
Let's see.
Okay, all right. One moment.
If all of the vague posting that's gone on about this game hasn't induced you to play it, if the legacy of its creators and the games that have come before haven't induced you to play it, I would like to introduce you to Kyoshika Magadori, who was raised in the woods on Shonen Jump. She was socialized only by reading manga. I'm not even sure if there were other people around. But she is dressed in a karate gi with a katana and a cape, and what may be a maid frill on her hair. That is the holy Jumanji sword.
Ooh.
she may have a sexual relationship with the sword. And I'm not certain if she can actually hear it speak. A wealth of amazing characters to meet and interact with. The amazing thing this game does after you run through it the first time is you are introduced to the chapter select screen, which is a Detroit Becoming Human style flowchart of possible events that you can look at that is separated into 100 days that lets you know when you make a decision, this is how far the timeline branches. Sometimes it branches up one, and you're like, I could go this way or that way. Sometimes it branches up like 6 spaces, and you're like, oh, that was an important decision, and I'm going to be on this route for hours.
Yeah, that's the Uchikoshi classic, because all of his games have like multiple endings based on your choices, and they all have the fucking flowchart. Except in a very funny subversion, Zero Time Dilemma, the last Zero Escape game, where he specifically didn't want you to be able to predict things from looking at the map. So they're all random points in space.
Oh, that's good.
And they justify it because it is a death game. And between rounds, everybody gets drugged for an unknown amount of time.
Oh, that's fantastic. No, it was freaking me out because every time it popped up with the make a decision thing, I'd go check the timeline, and it was a straight arrow. And I started to wonder if it was like dynamic or I was getting incredibly lucky, because I kept picking things that I thought were going to lead to bad ends just so I could feel out the system, and it never happened. It just kept going. I got to day 83 trying to get myself killed before I finally managed to do it. But yeah, like I said, I've done one major route so far. I've gone back to a major fork, and I'm going down that route. I have no idea what most of the routes in this game are going to look like, because when I did my first major decision, a character put their hand on my shoulder, basically looked in the camera and said, "You have fucked up. This is the bad timeline."
Is this whole thing fully voiced?
No, a bunch of it's voiced, and the rest of it is.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's like, there's no way.
It'd be a little insane.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always interesting where you're like, oh, this is important. I should pay attention to this. She said the whole sentence. This character that I've shown you, Kyoshika Magadori, she's not even best girl. My entire life force is now focused on finding the timeline where best girl survives. I don't even care what the best ending is. I need my bad bitch queen to live through to the end, and then I will be done with this game.
Hey, when there are 100 endings, you got to find a good stopping point, and like, why not?
Yeah, and if nothing, and you know, if you don't find it, they're doing some DLC routes too. So, you know.
Yeah, that idea terrifies me now. Remembering that they said, yeah, we're just going to bring people on and we're going to keep adding endings to the game.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it is. You know, the game is also a tactics combat game, and you finish a tactics combat battle, and you get tactics combat battle resources to spend on upgrades for your tactics combat battling. If you don't spend them by the end of the prologue, the primary route, at least on the route I was on, I didn't get to spend them again until the end of that route. I kept doing battles. I kept acquiring this currency. So I get to the end of the first round. I'm like, man, 9,000 BP to buy this skill. I'm never gonna save up 9,000 BP. I ended that route with like 130,000. Like, I guess I could let you use the machines right now. Like, you son of a bitch! Sell! But yeah, that is the 100-line Last Defense Academy, which is an awkward "the" at the beginning of that title, and I forget it every time I go to type it in. But that is all I have been playing. Chris, what you been up to?
I streamed Kirby Superstar Ultra on Saturday. The stream was a technical nightmare because my ISP fucked me. They have not finished fucking me yet. A technician should hopefully be here tomorrow.
You got to appreciate an ISP with stamina.
So, if I announce a stream tomorrow, the technician showed up and fixed the fucking problem. If they don't, they didn't.
Great.
But fuck that. Fuck all that. Even though I like Kirby quite a lot. Fuck all that. I beat Lost Soul Aside.
Ooh.
I need you to listen carefully to the words coming out of my mouth.
Okay.
Under no circumstances should you ever play Lost Soul Aside.
Yeah, you know it's bad.
Under no
Under
no circumstances should you purchase Lost Soul Aside, especially. Bob, go on with like, oh yeah, I could tell that from the demo. Guess what? The demo is some of the better parts of the game.
That's insane. Because you could touch the demo. I got to put like an hour more into it. And it was like, okay, yeah, the basic combo, the basic like 4-hit combo feels bad. It feels worse than any Onitambaro game ever made.
The demo was so fucking bad. I played it in Sonic Crossworlds and got deep depression. It was like I touched the alien artifact in X-Files and it infected my eyes with the black goo.
Now, I'm not going to go too into detail into this game because things may happen. But you know why? You know why that demo's one of the better parts of the game? Because that's when the game was still tricking you into thinking it would have characters.
Wasn't even doing a good job of it then, but oh wow. A drop down from that?
Yeah.
That's intense.
Every single thing in this game is wrong. Every single one. It's trying to look like a modern Square Enix game, and everything's just a little bit off, so it's just a little bit uncanny from that angle. The music isn't notable. It runs kind of fine, but then it seems to find excuses not to. It's like, here's the thing that tanks the performance. Isn't that cool? No.
Oh.
It has a budget dimension.
Of course it does.
I still do not understand what anyone's goal was or why they were doing anything they were doing or any of the elements of the plot actually are and of what relevance they had.
What?
Impressive.
Somebody
So
in
the
chat
game really-
says it started running at 10 frames per second on my 4070 on medium settings with no ray tracing.
I mean, that's your problem for playing this game on PC. You should have known better.
I feel like a 4070 is an expensive graphics card and maybe should run a game. That's
In a world that made sense, that would be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
The game is just so broken, like not in a doesn't function way, but in like a made incorrectly way. Like the entire game, I was like, man, there's like this crafting system at the checkpoints, but I only have one item recipe and I'm not finding any more in these chests. And then I discover, oh, there's a store in the hub that sells them that we don't introduce to you at all. And we made the map wrong. So it only shows up on the map when you're standing on in this specific chunk of the map because it is the underside of something.
What?
That store also inexplicably has upgrade materials for your techniques, like your special moves.
Weird?
Which I found that store like 70% of the way through the game. I'm like, what the fuck? Because they send you to that guy to get a book, that sort of get a book. But at no point do you think that it's a thing. He's a guy you can buy things from. And another guy they don't send you to at all, and he sells shit. This game likes platform.
They at least make the abilities noticeably better.
Oh yeah. Each ability has 3 levels, and when you upgrade an ability to level 2 or level 3, it becomes like twice as effective, if not more. So that's good, and I eventually found enough equipment to do a build that, because they're not cooldown moves like God of War or Final Fantasy 16. They recharge as you hit enemies. So you can do it. So I would get the gear that would be like, okay, every time you kill an enemy, it restores a big chunk of these moves. And they have different amounts they need to recharge before you can use them again.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every boss summons ads in some form.
Of course they do.
So that makes the thing that gives you health and recharges you when you kill an enemy really important. This game likes platforming a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're running and you jump, when you land, you roll.
Yep. Yeah.
I
know where this is going.
Yeah.
You can't jump during that roll.
No, of course not.
Also, the roll won't stop at the end of a ledge. The platforming does not seem to be made with this limitation in mind at all.
Of course, never is.
Yep.
Always gonna have you jump on a bunch of small platforms that are literally smaller than your roll animation length. Fucking hate that shit.
Yeah. No, I remember Expedition 33 did that. Like that was a problem like twice.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That was so annoying.
this is so much worse.
Of course.
of course.
Of course. Everything about this is incredible.
I knew something was wrong when I booted up YouTube one time, and it's like how to do Lost Soul Aside long jump. It's like, oh no.
How to do Mario 64 long jump.
It's just, I have to assume that this game was just a dismembered corpse when Sony sent the team in 2023.
Entirely
Because that
possible.
interview that the creator gave that was machine translated mentioned like a writing team. And they sure did their job because the story's about nothing.
Yep. It
They did such a good job. I can't even tell like the shape the story was supposed to have originally.
So if I remember, they said it was a story team from Horizon and another big
And God of War.
In God of War. So Sony has a story team and they do the worst shit. Because this is probably the same people who are involved with Returnal's narrative angles. Jesus Christ, can they just hire a weird pervert who writes good?
No, because modern capitalism, where games cost $300 million, a game can't be about anything. Because that might make somebody not buy the game, and then we all have to kill ourselves.
But yeah, that interview that was machine translated certainly had a lot of interesting anecdotes about it, including a controversy I completely missed and them firing the PR manager over that.
Yeah, it seems to have been a purely Chinese controversy.
That makes sense. What else? They also had trouble getting anyone to stay as COVID carried on. And basically, a huge amount of the studio used their work for the couple years there on this game as a stepping stone to move to a real studio.
Sure. A stepping stone, not the project was going in circles and making absolutely no progress. Because, no offense, to the creator of this, they're a control freak, and I'm just from reading that interview, I could tell. Or it's like, yeah, they would send me their stuff, and then I would implement it into the game.
Hey, just to be clear, saying that they used it as a stepping stone isn't a bad thing. And
it was framed as bad in that article, I think.
Well, yes, when you say anything with enough bitterness, it's framed as a bad thing. I'm just saying they literally went, here's my resume. I would like to leave now. And then the large studios just kept hiring them.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to spend forever on a project like this.
No.
To be fair, they didn't start actual development until 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when the team was built, and then they were immediately killed by COVID.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking absolute nightmare situation.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the
In
thing.
the end,
I wish we heard more stories about people who worked on like fucking Judas and BioShock's thing. Just being like, and then I successfully got out of there with my portfolio. It feels like that never happens, and you always read the articles that are like people crying because the resume's dead for 5 years straight.
It's definitely a thing where like you will never get hired again because of it. But I wonder how long until people are like, I'm never working in this industry again. Fuck you. Here's all the dirty laundry. We're gonna start getting that with how bad things are going. But it's just like this game can present as like a complete thing, but it's so like broken. It's just so broken. It's like in the back half of the game, I was rendered blind for multiple large chunks of almost every boss fight because they just went too crazy with the particle effect. They didn't understand that if the boss was shooting a gigantic beam of light at me, the camera should not be solid white the entire view because of where the camera is positioned in, relative to this beam.
Mm-hmm.
Like things that even one person on the team with experience in a console action game could have prevented. Like you have 4 weapons.
Hmm.
I never used more than one in a combo ever because you tap R1 to switch to the next one, but there's no cue at all you did that.
Yeah.
Well, oh no, like in DMC5, like the thing flips. Like, okay, now you're on this weapon. Almost like a revolver chamber flips over to show you the weapon. In this, it's a tiny little D-pad thing in like the bottom right corner that is very, very small and does not really react at all when you change weapons. Multiple times I hit it accidentally and like, why are my moves different?
Yeah.
Because I'm on the great sword.
If the first two are any weapons are any indication, they also are very visually similar. Like they all have the same sort of effect, colors and styles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're all the same color. Oh, this is another thing. You get costumes for the main character who I don't think that the names of the characters in this game were originally what they are in this. This is some real Dragon Ball dub where Goku's name is Zero, like the really early ones.
Yeah, isn't his name like Razor or something?
It's not Razor. It's something that's really strange. Kazar, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds right. I remember it being very weird.
Let me check, because now I really have to know. Kaser.
And then his dragon buddy is
Arena, which is a weird
which
name.
Is not a name.
And then you have the evil monsters that are called Voidrax. So you get costumes for Kaser and appearances for Arena, except you don't. Because they handed me some at the start of the game and I never got a single other one the entire game. In fact, I never got a single alternate appearance for Arena at all, even though that's a menu you can go into to look at the one. And I scoured for chests pretty good. So I don't know if there was yet another store I somehow missed in this poorly designed hub or what. Every enemy has too much health, even with the easy mode accessory they give you for dying too many times. It increases your damage by 30% and your health by doubles your health. Everything just has too much health. Here's what I mean by it's just so broken. So there's an enemy. He's a big lava elemental. In this game, when an enemy's going to do an attack that you can parry, they flash blue and there's a ring. So his attack that flashes blue is he does a big overhand punch, and when it hits the ground, it makes lava spawn around it. So you have to get away. You can't attack him after it unless you. Now you would think that parrying it makes that lava not happen. Yeah, you'd think. You'd also think that having your face nestled against the enemy's balls would mean that you were inside the hitbox of that big overhand punch that lands directly in front of them. No. It's like I hit the button, I didn't parry it, and I didn't get hit. Why?
Yeah.
You know, I know you like Final Fantasy 15. You didn't have to emulate the hitboxes. I've never played an action game where I got attacked from behind more than this game. It seems like they didn't understand that enemies should become less aggressive when they aren't on camera.
You mean that thing many devs figured out at least 18 years ago?
Uh-huh.
When we started turning off their brains entirely if they're off camera? Shit. I've heard, what was it? There's really good tech in, I forget what game. I think it's Resident Evil 4. It's like they won't do anything if you don't look at them. So just stare at the
dogs.
Wall. Yeah, there you go. It's the
dogs.
dogs.
Will not do anything if you aren't looking at them, which is certainly helpful because I hate them. But yeah, like this game doesn't have a story. Like I powered through to see the story, but like that Sony team sure did a good job paving over it. Like there's not any characters. There's not really set pieces.
Are there are there any real cutscenes where characters talk to each other, or is it just the weird Genshin they all stand and talk?
There's some where they that are a little bit more involved.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say that this is a game that exists entirely because the guy thought Versus 13 was cool.
And yet it doesn't seem like it has much
of
that energy.
I don't have a warp strike. I don't have a warp strike. You get something kind of like it later that sucks and doesn't work like the warp strike.
There's the bouncer vibes, which Versus 13 immediately had in the fucking trailer. That's why I was upset when it didn't happen.
And there is a giant modern fantasy city that you do not do anything in.
Come on, that's the whole point of Versus 13.
Yeah, you do like kind of the end of the first level sorta has you in there a little bit, but there's never like clearly he didn't get anything he actually wanted in this game in it. Mm-hmm. Like this is clearly the most gutted, reduced, nothing version of what he envisioned possible. Like there's just. And then you get to and then the game's like, okay, you need to collect these 5 things. Always great when that's the primary plot of your game. Not different things, I mean 5 of the same thing that are in these different places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Then you get 4 and it's just like you fall through the trapdoor to the end of the game.
We're spoken.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, the first spoken special.
Lost Soul Side's worse than Forspoken by quite a lot.
I mean,
yeah, no, I can believe it.
I played the demo.
In every way, like game feel, combat, content, characters. Like I would take that fucking Van Brace, a million times over the fucking your sidekick in this.
Yeah,
and they want that little dragon fuck to be Grimoire Weiss so bad, and they don't even rise to the level of Forspoken's version of him. Like this is not Kmart Grimoire Weiss. This is like Dollar Tree Grimoire Weiss. This is you ordered Grimoire Weiss on Amazon and got a counterfeit. And the counterfeit is hollow and doesn't do anything.
Shattered shipping.
Yeah, it's just there's just nothing there. Like absolutely nothing. And I can't figure out if it's so similar to Final Fantasy 16 in so many ways. Fucking save your vitriol. Final Fantasy 16 is obviously so much fucking better.
Mm-hmm.
Like in every conceivable way. Like they're not even comparable, but there are there's very similar things. Like you hold the button and then tap one of the face buttons to do your special move. You have stats, but they don't really matter. You have a kind of similar thing to like the shooting the magic at the end of your combo, where you can do what's called like a pursuit burst. That's just like an energy ball that you throw out, or not like an energy slash that has no animation. You just hit the button when your character's flashing blue, and it shoots like out a blue spinning energy sword from you. It's just bad.
It is another game that apparently was trying to be open world, and that just failed. So they had to gut all of it.
Yep.
So that's very similar situation of
Make
16.
a normal video game, for the love of God. Just make levels, and you go through them, and then it ends.
Yes.
How many games could have been fucking saved?
Right.
It's just, there's like... And I gave this game way more rope than I should have. I was coping. I was like in denial up until like 60% of the way through. Like I had gone to the budget dimension twice and went, okay, this time the budget dimension will look different. It'll be a different level.
I'm trying to remember the exact Cromartie bit when they're going into the classroom and they're like, okay, this time it's going to work. And then they open the door and some absolute dipshit thing is happening. I'm like, yeah, that's the playthrough. All right. Again, I played the demo and it just instantly instilled in me the exact energy that you saw so many boomers get when 7th gen happened. And they're like, I guess I'm done with games. Like, I've never felt that in my life as much as I did in that moment.
I really can't overstate. There is nothing here. There's not a character design that's good. There's not a song that's good. The combat doesn't feel good. The ideas peak at inoffensive. Like, I talked like, oh, it's picking up. It picked up to not being painful. And then I was hoping it would continue to pick up, and instead it just dove back down. Like, nobody has an arc. Again, there are so many MacGuffins that I don't understand what they do or why we're getting them. Or why the villain wants them, or really what he even is.
So, Bob,
What a narrative.
before we did this podcast, Chris said, I don't even think it's worth sending to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone should play this.
The only thing worthwhile is like a historical record and also sadism.
Sadism, yeah. No, and so, Bob, the people need to know.
Oh my god.
I explicitly did not want to drop this on Bob Live, but Dan's evil, I guess, so go ahead.
Are we gonna stream Lost Soul Aside?
I don't think we should.
You don't
I don't
think we
people
should?
will even show up for it. It sounds like
don't
that.
think
I
so?
think people probably would, because like I said, I have... Chat, you're going to be disappointed when I tell you this. I made more upset sounds playing this by myself to no one than I did playing High on Life.
I'm starting a poll now.
Oh my god.
If you're watching the VOD, feel free to sound off in the comment section.
Need to know. We need to gauge the interest in.
Should we stream Lost Soul Aside? Yes. No.
And if I hadn't been 4 hours in and it'd been completely miserable, I would have stopped to stream it. But I was too deep. I'm like, I'm not redoing the fucking first 4 hours of this game. Fuck.
Yeah, I would sooner hit myself with a car and just run into fucking traffic. Anyways, the poll's up now. Sound off in the poll. We just want to
someone in chat did say it's a bad manhwa. And it is like if you're reading one of those Chinese webtoons that's just a pile of genre contrivances, except it's even thinner than that.
God. It takes a lot. It takes a game being really bad. Like, for me to just write off an action game. Like, I am out here in the desert.
It isn't safe for consumption.
Right.
At that point.
And I was just like, no, I can't. I wanted to, but I can't.
I really hope we somehow find out the extent of what Sony's like writing team did to this game, because it's like, you look at the protagonist on the cover and he's standing there with like his trench coat and the dragons behind him and he looks very cool and Sasuke-esque.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a character. Like, he's not smug. He doesn't have any cool lines. He horrifically murders the bosses in like a kind of Limp Ruby-esque cutscene sometimes. But he doesn't I was like, okay, I'll power through. We'll get some cool, edgy moment, or like he'll be cool in a really teenager way. And there's nothing. There's zero.
Weird. Sony came by, was like, take out the part where he's an incel. It's like, well, it's
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have given it anything.
right?
This game has like 7 character models in it.
Oof.
You know, that aren't enemies or NPCs that, you know, are obviously much lower quality.
Hmm.
Like, the closest thing I can figure out to the story that was taken out is something maybe that was not, that had less than glowing feelings about the CCP. Because there's one little tiny chunk of the thing where they talk about the world state a little bit that kind of sounds like that, maybe, but I really don't know. I am shocked that Sony even bothered shipping this. They must have just been because it's like, we will lose all of these like China hero things if we kill this.
Exactly. Like it's kind of the poster child of that program. They can't cancel this one.
And now I can't trust that program.
No.
So, one, yes, it's true. You can't trust that program. Maybe you never should have. 2, this is what it takes for Sony to ship a $60 game.
Right? I can't believe it's 60 when it's like this.
Astrobot was 60. They shipped
that's-
Astrobot at 60.
Somehow they thought they were the same price. You played it. Do you get the idea that this is Astrobot quality?
No.
I have to be completely honest. Like, there is no price point where Lost Soulside is worth playing.
Mm-hmm.
Not even free. The lowest. I might include $5 when I send it to Dan and Bob. Because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if anything, the stream might be worthwhile from the angle of it would, like you said, a historical record. Our audience would just be knowledgeable of the shit that's buried in here.
And not just the shit that's buried in it. What it actually was like. Because they're already talking about how they're going to patch the shit out of it. They are going to reduce everything's health. They are going to like gut all the annoying parts of this game post-launch. So it won't even be like have an interesting texture to this weird misshapen lump. It will just be perfectly smooth. Christ. How?
Game code and $5 provided by.
What a fucking nightmare. That's all. I'm done. I don't want to go. I like if I'm sending it to you guys, I don't want to go into talking about the whatever the little there is of the story.
Well, it's worth noting currently the vote is at 2/3 yes, 1/3 no.
Oh my god, of course. They want to see the pain.
I hate that the number one thing that'll happen during that stream is people just being like, yeah, but you also hated 16. And I'm like, one of these says Final fucking Fantasy on the box. So, of course, I'm really extremely disappointed in it when it's not a good RPG and has other failings. This is fucking Lost Soulside, which had no expectations, literally none. Mm-hmm. And that demo gave me depression.
I would kiss Clive on the mouth. Like, thank you. Oh, this game is so good. I was wrong about everything, Mr. Clive. Then ever look at Lost Soulside ever again, outside the context of Dan and Bob suffering through it. Bob, did you get Wu Chang physical?
I did.
Maybe we can wife swap.
Maybe your wife shouldn't be such an ugly bitch.
Because I was also going to throw Pirate Yakuza in there for Dan to play.
Ooh. That would be nice to poke at. And then I'll stick in there chicken bake from Costco.
Oh yeah, that'll make it. That'll make it.
I'll just ship them
if we're doing food, I guess I'll throw some of the scorpion suckers they sell at the store nearby in there.
1 second, what the fuck?
They're big candy suckers with scorpions preserved in the center.
When I was a
I've
child,
seen
I
them.
traveled the U.S. once, and I have seen those. Yeah, I forgot all about that shit. What the fuck? By the way, why would you ever? Like, it's a scorpion.
Yeah. It's objectively the coolest thing to put into a lollipop.
But you're eating the lollipop.
Right.
And you put a scorpion in it.
Yeah, for protein.
Okay, I'm looking at the back of the box right now.
Okay.
Oh, Dan, this is PS5 Pro enhanced.
Yeah, I know what I saw was enhanced allegedly, and I was surprised.
So maybe the boss that has so many particle effects, the screen turns to mush, even though it is generally pretty solid. Maybe that'll look even remotely correct. But it says chain powerful lightning fast combos with upgradable weapons. You can't upgrade the weapons in this game.
That's
like you can get more moves via a skill tree, but that's not upgrading the weapon.
okay. Well, we'll see how the comment section go, but currently we're at 65-35% on yes, no. Chris, did you play anything else?
Not other than actually, that's not true. I did play one other thing other than Superstar, Ultra, Silksong, and this. One because I'm really invested in this playing through all the entries in like a series thing.
Yeah, I love.
So I was considering doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, at least the ones that were in that collection that Digital Eclipse released.
Yeah.
So I played NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game on NES.
Cool.
That game. It's pretty bold to make a beat 'em up where only one move is worth using ever. And
they
it's
used
not
to
the
come with
dive
that flavor.
It's not the dive kick. I'm sure anybody who's played this before is like, it's a dive kick. It is not the dive kick. Because if you jump and then immediately hit the attack button, you do a jumping attack. Once your jump is too high, it becomes a dive kick. This jumping attack does 2.5 times as much damage as all your other hits. So it one-shots basically any enemy in the game.
Have you ever played the first one?
I owned it.
Okay.
I got past the dam a couple times to that area after, and then I think I was filtered by not being able to figure out what to do. But that's part of the reason I decided to look into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles like option, because I'm like, well, I gotta beat it before I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh, I also actually played it because I got the GameSir controller.
Oh, you got the GameSir T3 Tenegaria Lite. How's it treating you?
I presume it was the $20 one.
Yeah, how's it treating you?
Seems pretty good. I wish it had buttons instead of triggers. I wish it had the L2 and the R2 like a PS2 or a PS1.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer that too. Oh, is it T3? Did I say T2?
I'm not sure what I will ever use the buttons on the back for, but it's nice they're there.
Yeah, it's remappable to any button on it, but it doesn't register as its own separately assignable button. So you have to have a function assigned to something else, and then those will do it.
I guess that makes sense. Kind of. Like, it could go either way. Like,
yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah, I can definitely think of instances where I would use it. But yeah, what color did you get that we said might be the cursed color? Yeah, I got the PlayStation Gray, so we don't have a hard confirmation that it could still be your controller.
I've been using it a lot since, and I still haven't had that problem again. Okay. So it may have just been a setup or a specific problem with the game I was playing, the emulator I was using. I do not know yet. So far, everyone has gotten back to me saying it worked perfectly fine for them and they really enjoy it. And reminder, it's only $20 and the build quality is actually good. That's its
like you
major
can
sell.
tell just from holding it. Like, that's fucking better build quality than either PS3 controller.
Oh,
the 6S's or the DualShock 3.
Yeah.
It is not even. This is better build quality than the 360 controller. The vote finished, by the way, Bob. 108 people believe we should stream it. 54 disagree. So that's 2/3 and 1/3. That's a majority, Bob.
It is a majority. They're definitely winning there.
Some might even say a super majority. We'll have to see how the comment section goes.
But yeah, that was all I played. Jesus Christ, what a fucking disappointment.
Yeah, I really thought it would be at least acceptable in some way.
Yeah, like I already saw some people like people are doing the fucking ironic bullshit where they have to like fake going to bat for this game because their souls are empty.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's like you know, I struggle to think X-Blades. That's it.
The combos in X-Blades feel better to
know,
use, which is crazy.
I don't want to make it sound like I think X-Blaze is good. X-Blaze is better than Lost Soul Side. That's my impression after playing that.
I am hoping that they're at more in because this game does have budget dimension, but it does have a lot of actual levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like a ratio of 1.5 real levels to each budget dimension level. Which isn't a great ratio, but it's a better ratio than some games manage.
It is a better ratio than some games manage, it's true.
But it's like the closest thing that I think like the way I felt playing it was probably Balan Wonderworld.
Oof.
Where it's like I've definitely played things that were worse in every regard. I've played things worse. I've never played something that came in this low on every subject. This if Final Fantasy had transitioned to action in 7th gen, this is what it would be. I'm fucking holding the game. I don't know why. I don't have a camera on me. You can't see that.
We could hear it. We could feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the fucking YouTuber thing where I hold up the game and look at it scornfully.
Yeah, you're doing like that. Yeah.
I'd rather play Banjo-Tooie again than Lost Soul Aside again.
There's a chance I'd rather play Banjo-Tooie having not even played Lost Soul Side once.
Yeah, no, even I'm kind of sitting there like that. And you know how my opinion's on Banjo.
You know his policy on Banjo. We're going to have to get if we ever end up playing Banjo-Tooie again, we're going to have to get Zoro make the U version. I get Kiddy Kong, you get Banjo.
Chaos Legion? Maybe Chaos Legion.
No, that game was so much better. It also had a completely incomprehensible plot. So,
but it was cool.
But it was cool.
This has a most like this. The plot isn't incomprehensible. It's very comprehensible. I just don't understand I don't understand the relevance of any of it.
In chat, Hilda says, "Is the music good at least?" Not in the demo.
There is one song that I thought was like, oh, this is all right. It was near the end of the game that played in a boss fight that I beat in maybe 45 seconds.
Whereas Chaos Legion, that's got some music.
It's true. It's got some great music. Anyway, let's
move
on.
I have said enough. That no more.
No more.
Bob.
Yeah, what's up?
Tomorrow we're going to be playing the Mystical Ninja Goemon recompilation.
My God. Finally.
For PC. So that's the N64 Goemon game, which is a really great game. And something tells me it'll be even greater with the recomp.
Yeah, no, I've not even seen this. That's super exciting.
It's going to run at 60, dude.
Crazy.
Impact is going to look so cool. I'm fucking ecstatic for this. I'm very excited. I love that the PC's still hooked up over here, so that way we could just do another stream where the RetroTink crops things and fills the screen and makes it look nice. Yeah, I really like that game. I've barely seen the majority of it. Like, I feel like it's going to be all fresh experiences for me because I've seen a streamer play it once, and then I played what I played as a kid, which wasn't a ton. It's going to be good.
Yeah,
it's going to be good.
I beat it back in the day and liked it quite a bit. But I don't remember much of it other than the impact parts.
But will it be better than Shinobi Art of Vengeance?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think it will.
No. Bob, spoilers.
I'm sorry. Maybe choose something like higher. Because that thing, it's not as bad as Lost Soul Aside, but
is it?
I was definitely getting depression.
I'm very excited. Does anyone know if the decomp adds camera controls? Now, I made this mistake myself. I said, the decomp, that's exciting. I would love to play that. And then the person in charge of the fan account was like, recomp. They were very upset that I said the wrong thing. So I'm now their arbiter of bitterness. Recomp. You don't understand the difference, and I might not either, but I'm angry. The Lost Soul aside, oh shit, what's the name of that terrible set in a desert Mega Man Legends that is made Microsoft Game Studios?
Recore?
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't you already fucking do Recore?
We never beat it.
We only played like an hour of it.
Oh my god, I thought for sure you had done Recore.
Nope. We need to.
No, what are you talking about? We have to do the Lost Soul aside versus Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy 15 is so fucking much better.
Because it has characters and music. It looks good at any level.
It has character writing. Noctis is a character that has like layers.
Okay, they're
different aspects to him.
And a dad who was deleted in a movie.
Yes. Like the fact that he's edgy, cool sword Sasuke man, but also a brat who doesn't want to eat vegetables. That's more than any character in Lost Soul Aside gets.
I don't doubt that for a second. But yeah, please be excited for the mystical Ninja Goemon stream tomorrow.
We know how much you don't like ninjas, chat, but it's also
chat needs to get over their ninja racism.
Like it's Goemon. It's a classic of gaming history. Come on.
Is it a hidden gem?
It's a hidden gem.
Okay. But for now, we're headed to a different place. We're headed to the Podlords.
Oh, fuck. The Podlords?
Fuck.
I wasn't ready for this.
Yes, that's right. The Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro, Rado, WTF Spider-Man, Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun. Aggro is right. We should all get together and stab that one particular 100-line character.
Thank you for potentially agreeing with me accurately.
Chris C. Horkley, Warden Juice Frost. Cooper Take. Just gonna leave this flop swap idea on the table. Who's the superior FF versus 13 clone? Reynatus or Lost Soul Aside?
I haven't played Reynatus yet, but there's no way it's worse than Lost Soul Aside. Even if it's a Furyu game, and I don't think they make very good games at all. Their games have cool things in them. They're just not fun to play. Lost Soul Aside doesn't have anything cool in it.
You don't have any cool things. All you have are prisons and deathbacks. Indigo Sykes. 40-plus DuckTales appreciator, Gaijin. Foul Wheezing.
Still?
Yeah, I wanted to show him.
He's a blueberry.
He is. He's a nightmare blueberry. Tetsuya Mizuguchi is one of the few devs Shinji 16 is ride or die with, and oh my god, I need this. I need it in my veins right now.
Fair.
I forgot to put that on my list. I'm getting it.
Right, of course.
There's no way I'm not getting it. I love myself a Luminous. Asagi Raccoon.
He looks to enjoy it, so that's good.
Sarah Lean. Timothy Pfister. The Hard M. Bearded Joe. FGO likes balance, so after an age regression servant, we need age progression. Thus, Ptolemy, he who mapped the heavens.
Yeah, nice.
Pleochrome. I found the bucket of Canadian cheese powder.
Oh.
When you assumed the worst they could say was no. Oh, wait, we're not there yet. That's the last week image. Ichi the Witch was crazy good this week. YouTube keeps recommending me this channel, and I don't know why. Look, he's got a plan for video game graphics. One moment trying to imagine that kid has 15 friends. No, I don't think he's quite up there with Jinkaria. I don't think so.
High bar.
Yes. Artoria Pendragon. Lancer Alter.
I like her little horse.
You look like you're from a theater rhythm.
Bloodborne patch confirmed.
Ye will never be a memory. Oof. Different dimension demon abyss king Gilgamesh.
Ooh.
He seems pretty cool, honestly.
He's so ripped.
It's got a lot of swords and
He
shit.
does.
If you don't play my game, I will hit you with a very large stick. Broly, the legendary Yi, Super Saiyan. Cryptid Bird, Digital Basic, Rops.
All right.
I love raster operations.
Man, Captain Toad looks sick.
And Lone Gargoyle. Thank you very much to our Podlord.
Thank you,
Podlords.
Podlords.
Thank you, Podlords!
Thank you, Podlords. And if you'd like to become a Podlord or support us in general, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcasts. For as little as $5 a month, you get many benefits such as early access to chugging Bleach, you know, once it's actually starts again.
Hey, it's really early right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Extended content for other shows we do, such as Gamer Premonitions and Armchair Devs. An entire movie called Isolation 119, a full feature-length film that you should really watch if you haven't yet, about a man going to Thailand to get a tax break on his vacation to Thailand. You also get a patron-funded show one a month, either a public show where we watch a horrible thing and patrons get a private commentary track, or a private show where patrons vote on a movie we have to watch. And then we watch and discuss it, and possibly other benefits. Patreon.com/GBpodcast. And if you don't have any money, it always helps us immensely to tell your friends, rate us on Thursdays, rate us with a T on your podcasting app of choice, and leave a comment and subscribe on YouTube if you listen that way right now. Patreon.com/GBpodcasts.
Here we have news. Do we, is there a way to opt out, though? Can we just not do news? Like, can news have not been?
We can't. Though we reported, we can't affect whether or not it happened. Unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly, after we had a couple not that awful weeks, and then, yeah.
Okay. So be it. Hey, Shmoo.
So, in perhaps the biggest evil story of the week, RTS, the co-owner of Evo, has been acquired by Quidia. Quidia? I don't know how to pronounce it. That is an Arabic word. They are the national Saudi Arabia company. They are effectively the Saudi Arabian government. And Sony sold, like 2 weeks ago, Sony sold their stake in Evo to like a holding company called Nodwin. And I have heard reports that they own them. But even if they do, it's very obviously like teeing up to also sell their stake in Evo to this company.
Cool.
So Saudi Arabia is going to own Evo.
Great.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, I like it. There's no insightful commentary. Like, this is just a net negative on the world, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Yep.
The only question is, how bad will it get? Will Saudi Arabia go insane and pay Capcom and Bamco and these companies to help them squash out indie scenes? Like, will they be like, because they can do that. Nintendo squashes Smash tournaments all the time. Most of the time they just don't, because they don't like register to them. But they used to do that.
I'm more worried about the influence they might have on content in fighting games because of their strength over the primary showcase of fighting games in a year.
That's also true, but it's also possible that one of these companies might be like, yeah, fuck that. We're putting other companies in Capcom Cup now. But yeah, I guess that shitty DJ now has to be in every game.
Can't stop it.
At some point he stops being a human and becomes a meme. So I kind of become for it in a way.
Jesus.
Oh, it's him. I love him. He's like Kid from Yakitate, Japan. He doesn't fit the art style of any of the games he appears in, but he keeps showing up.
But slightly less horrible, but still pretty bad. Dreamhaven, the studio started by BioWare and Bethesda alumni, is basically on life support. They made Wildgate, which came out, I think, around a month ago. Did you know Wildgate came out?
I had heard this, but, only because I've been keeping myself informed on Wildgate specifically.
Wildgate didn't do so hot, and their other game, Sunderfolk, which I don't even know what kind of game that was. I've never seen anything of it. I only know its name. Also did not do very good. As a result, they are seeking to reduce the budget on their remaining project, a fucking MMO. Why on earth were you making an MMO?
Because we're former Blizzard. No, wait. Wait.
Yeah, what?
No, it's
There was also
Bethesda.
Blizzard. There was also Blizzard people there. I'm pretty sure because Wildgate has to be related to WildStar somehow because they have like identical logos.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
Yeah, I really wanted to try that, but they did like a demo weekend, and then it's just a game you pay too much for that's multiplayer only, so it's a hard sell. Like, I need to try that before I buy it.
Their MMO project is Project Ghost. I looked at some footage because they had streamers play it. It looks bad. It also apparently has like procedurally generated roguelike content. It's like, guys, then you shouldn't make an MMO.
Yeah.
Like, you just conceded we don't have the resources to actually make an MMO. Sony is reducing the storage of the PS5 Slim from 1 terabyte to 825 gigabytes in Europe with its upcoming new model of the Slim. The price will remain the same.
Insane.
Shrinkflation. It comes for consoles too.
This is wild.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
Surely these are the unprecedented times.
And 2K confirms layoff at Firaxis. A lot of people, if you use Twitter or Blue Sky, are posting like, yeah, I was a fucking senior producer at Firaxis. Can I get a job? Apparently Civ 7 didn't do so fucking hot, which you can tell if you look at Steam charts and see that 5 times as many people are playing Civ 6 and twice as many people are playing Civ 5. They somehow perfectly teed up the Payday 3 situation. I don't know if that game had was changed in some unacceptable way, if they egregiously monetized it in some way that turned everybody off, or what, but it sure didn't do good.
I did hear a lot of longtime fans being upset with the direction they went with it. So, kind of what happens.
Tons of day one DLC is what I'm seeing in chat.
Oh. I do remember a lot of the lead-up material being about how, we're fundamentally reinventing Civ from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you take a swing, sometimes you hit something.
I don't think we talk a lot about things the industry didn't see coming, like the end of affordable computing, so nobody's upgrading. Resistance to the $70 price tag. I think we need to add them not understanding that as people who play games get older, they have less disposable income, not more.
I'm seeing people say the core game was fine, but it just feels like launch Civ 6 again. So maybe people are tired of going through the cycle of cool core game, but now I have to wait multiple expansions before it's good enough. The game it
Also,
ought
it's
to be.
$70.
Yeah, and like the
Wild.
last one still looks really good and already has
Yeah.
all the stuff. So
I was going to say, as we get deeper into the end of the rise of technology, your last game isn't getting dunked on by your new game so much anymore. So it actually has to be better and not just be the new graphics.
Imagine making a thing that's better instead of shinier. Okay, well, I'm getting.
Yeah, that's all our bad news, thankfully.
Thankfully. See you, buddy. You want to talk about weird news? A trademark for Shatterhand was filed by Natsume Atari. So this could signal either an emulation pack of it, including it, or exclusively for it, or another one of those like reinvented games like Pocky and Rocky, Ninja Warriors, and that sort of thing.
that would be really cool.
That would be sick. My particular perspective on this is no matter what happens, more people will get interested in Shatterhand. Net positive.
Yeah, Shatterhand's really cool.
It is sick as fucking shit. Let me see if I could just put an image on screen and have people go, yo, that's the coolest fucking thing I've ever goddamn seen. I need to play this game right goddamn now. Yeah, I think this will work. 1 second. I think this does it. Aggro, would you direct your attention to the stream layout?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, I started Googling that phrase immediately because it's amazing and saw this, the most 90s image possible.
Yeah, wasn't it? Didn't it turn out? Yeah, that's the artist who just drew himself and changed.
Oh my god, is that what's up?
I think there's something like that with this image.
That's amazing. 1 second. We can make this better. This is real. This is a 1991 promo for the game. Are you ready? Brace yourselves. What if it was him punching the box
game.
that has him on it, but flipped horizontally?
This looks like if Haim Saban remade Space Adventure Cobra.
Holy shit. Yeah, this if I remember correctly, Shatterhand is like a really heavy retooling of a game that came out in Japan for US audiences.
Oh?
Yeah,
Huh.
I think that's correct. Let's see. Yeah, Super Rescue Soul. Oh yeah, okay. It's a licensed video game in Japan based on the live-action superhero series Super Rescue Soul Brain. Weird. One moment. I'm gonna look this up. I need to see how this looks. Oh, that's amazing. That is incredible.
Oh, is it one of those Metal Hero shows or?
Unclear from glancing. However,
It is a Metal Hero show, I'm pretty sure.
certainly looks incredible. Anyway, I thought that was cool. I look forward to seeing what happens with that. Gentlemen, a few weeks back I talked about my feelings having finally gotten to a TV that apparently outstrips the abilities of Dolby Vision. Dolby heard me and they're very upset. They're very upset that I pointed out that not having Dolby Vision is better than having Dolby Vision long term, especially. Which they don't like because a lot of money goes into their hands from licensing and certifying players and etc. They announced, and I shit you not, Dolby Vision 2.
2?
2. Dolby Vision 2 uses, let me see, AI-powered tools for content-aware
What?
tuning of motion stuff.
What?
So it's
What?
literally... let me go ahead and get the link. I'm not exaggerating. This is truly what they announced, and they thought this was a sick win. Okay, Dolby Vision 2 unlocks even more potential from your TV through new powerful and intelligent technology to deliver next level viewing experiences. For example, this is really funny to me. Content intelligence. Content Intelligence introduces new tools to better
Oh,
bridge the
God.
creative suite to the viewer's living room. This foundation allows Dolby Vision 2 to authentically and automatically optimize your TV to deliver a more captivating picture based on what you're watching and where you are watching. And with AI capabilities, Dolby Vision 2 will intelligently adapt to give the best presentation of the content, fine-tuned for your device and viewing environment. So this first one, it includes precision black. It reduces
Fuck
consumer
off.
frustration that the image is too
We're
dark.
fucking up the color grading of your movie.
Before, the problem was you slavishly made it only a certain brightness on all devices.
Uh-huh.
Now you're just gonna fuck it up on all devices. Yeah, let's see. Sports and gaming optimization. Oh, good, they're coming for
Wait, those
gaming.
are in the same section? I feel like they shouldn't be.
1 second. Introduce new enhancements such as white point adjustments and motion control designed specifically to address the unique needs of live sports and gaming.
Those are completely different.
No, they both just need extra frames made up by a computer.
Yeah, definitely. That's not the exact opposite of what you want for one of these.
It's going to go beyond HDR. It says that right here. This includes features like authentic motion, the world's first creative-driven motion control tool to make scenes feel more authentically cinematic without unwanted judder on a shot-by-shot basis. Dolby Vision, it gets better, gentlemen. I want you to imagine how it gets better. Aggro! Throw at me what you think paradigm-wise they can do. I'm supposed to be looking this way. What they do in order to make it even better from here, paradigm-wise.
Walk into a river.
Bob?
Okay, I feel like they've already just hammered AI, motion. What else was even left? I guess. Oh.
Brace yourself.
Is it 3D somehow?
Bob?
Is there 3D coming back?
Dolby Vision 2 Max delivers the best picture on the highest performing TV, adding additional premium features designed to utilize the full capability of those TVs.
So do you need to buy the Max subscription?
No, only certain TVs will get the Max tier playback, and of course, they will charge those people even more money. I'm absolutely positive.
Of course.
They can't list one feature the Max mode has. Literally not one. They have no idea. Dolby Vision 2 Love Max 6 stars extend. Yeah, we're getting there, Edodot. That's we were at the supermercado the other day, and behind the counter they had, what was it, Bob? Love Fuerte? I believe Spiff, was that the name of it? I was cracking
whatever
up.
that was.
I
you two were
cracked
talking
up
about
so hard at that. I was like, ooh, Love Fuerte. Dolby Vision needs a Vital Fuerte. There we go. and then, should I?
Sure.
1 second. I'm going to get this into this fucking thing. Anyways, yeah, so this is going to blow everyone's mind. So obviously super premium content here that they're offering and abilities with the licensing of Dolby Vision 2 and Dolby Vision 2 Max.
2 Max?
Dolby Vision 2 Ultra Dong.
2 Max, 2 Furious.
However, the first people who are going to adopt it is Hisense. No one else has signed up for this.
What is
Hisense? It's a brand of
Oh.
TVs.
Huh.
Bob, how did you not know? Obviously, they must be big shit because
Yeah, I mean, their team was Dolby. They must be huge.
They're
I
getting-
only ever think of LG and Samsung and Sony right now, but I'm sure Hisense is great.
Hisense is premium.
Wait a second. Isn't Hisense like the Best Buy brand?
No.
No, okay.
First off, that was Westinghouse when that was a thing. Secondly, I don't think it's a thing anymore. Anyways, this is such a crock of shit, guys. HDR is fine. I have a 3,000 nit fucking TV, and at no point did I go, oh, this HDR signal's not good enough for the TV. I have, however, gone, wow, every time I play a Dolby Vision thing, it kind of just sucks.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where we were watching Superman directly on the player on the TV, and it was like really dark because it was Dolby Vision the whole chain.
Yeah.
So then I just hooked up my PC to the TV, and then it was brighter because that movie isn't mastered to 3,000 nits. It's mastered to like 1,000 or something. Somebody was telling me that they liked their experience watching The Batman on a 4K Blu-ray with a Dolby Vision player, and I was trying to look stuff up. The Batman's max brightness is 400 nits. I'm like, no shit it is. I saw that movie. That movie's dark as hell. But the actual max of the signal is 1,000. So even still, it's like a third of what the TV does.
Right.
It's, I'm gonna...
Yeah, that's when we did not check out.
No, I have only so many 4K Blu-rays we weren't going to rent.
Right.
We weren't going to buy new ones to be like, I got to test everything.
Which I
those
guess...
Nolan films are still some of the best looking
Nolans
stuff
look
I've seen
great.
on this TV.
I guess HBO Max will have The Batman, so we could technically boot it up on
that's
there
true.
for the Dolby Vision experience.
That is true. I mean, we have the TV app. We've got players that do Dolby Vision, and every time it's just like, if I just had a plain HDR10 signal, it would look better. Anyways, the other thing we saw at the Supermercado in the normal drink cooler, I cannot stress that enough. This was not behind the counter. Bedroom bully. Aggro, would you drink the bedroom bully? It is an all-natural herbal tonic drink.
I don't know if this is a modern thing, that this has become normal. When you hand me a drink that has the word tonic on it, the first word that comes to mind is carpetbagger. Like, this is some... This is some 1800s snake oil aesthetic. Why would you put that on a bottle?
Chet, those are not balls. That's that man's pecs. Why did you think that? Ignore the fact Spiff thought the same thing. What's up? What's up, Chris? Do you have
Zion Organic literally makes those fucking gas station dick pills. That's one of the things they make. This is the drink version of a gas station dick pill.
Why would you sell a drink whose main function, I assume, is to make my dick work better in such a stubby bottle?
You're like, I would trust you, but the bottle is so small.
Right? Like, I'm not going to trust you with filling my dick with vim and vigor if your sense of packaging marketing is this off base.
I mean, they can't handle their package. Why would you let them handle yours? Jesus. Bedroom bowl. That is the funniest fucking drink I've ever seen in a grocery store. I'd rather drink an Arizona iced tea. That doesn't sound nearly as bold as you make it sound.
Right? Like, that seems pretty normal.
I too would opt away from Super Testicle, the liquid drink, to drink a tea that's maybe too sweet.
Like at the point at which I'm drinking a bottle that says tonic on it to solve a problem.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like crush up a Cialis into a 5-hour energy and take my chances.
Oh, man. Anyways, Dolby Vision 2. Absolutely fucking stupid, hack shit, fucking... We live in such stupid times. We've solved everything. As I said, from this distance, I can't even see the 4K on my TV.
Mm-hmm.
This is a 65-incher. It is a bedroom bully.
It's a real bedroom bully.
Jesus. Yeah! Oh, man. Comedy solidarity. Anyway, what are you going to solve? What are you going to solve with a spec, dude? Are you going to somehow make my TV look 4K from this? You're not. Realistically and sadly, the only way to make this TV look better is buy a bigger one.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to solve shit with a fucking spec, my man. The sad thing is, and
You
the
don't
thing
understand AI. Stock price goes up. There's nothing else that could happen with that, right? Nothing else.
Nothing else at any point in time.
Look, man, the economy's about to crash forever. We need to get as much as we can out now.
Yeah, so pretty displeased they've announced that. Let's move to Aggro for Aggro's news. Aggro?
Tragedy has struck You guys remember those saboteurs, both online and physical, who were responsible for Mind's Eye being a terrible video game?
Yeah, of course, all of
Yes.
us. Very
And
real,
we're very upset.
nefarious individuals.
Who did this?
Well, recently Hakan Abrak, the CEO of IOI, was giving an interview at IGN, where they asked him like, "Hey, that sucked. Do you want to do more of that?" And he basically said, he specifically said, "So IO Interactive will publish our own games internally. IOI partners, that remains to be seen." Mind's Eye cratered so hard that IO may not be publishing other people's games anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense when the first one you do cost you $300 million.
Yeah, no, they went way too big.
But
Yeah,
by the way,
they are
I
not
forgot.
ready to love again.
I had prepared this comparison and forgot it during my tangent on Lost Soulside. Lost Soulside is action game Mind's Eye.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. You could play that demo and figure that out, yeah.
I found out recently due to an interview
Uh-huh.
that Tokyo Pop, part of the reason they completely crashed as a company a while back is they put way too much money into Rave Master.
But
And that
Rave
cracked me up.
Master?
Then they deserved it.
Yes.
Rave Master? You're a fucking
Rave
taste
Master. Well, Rave Master was the first manga I ever actually regretted buying.
Yeah, no, that when they brought over the anime, and that's where they put all the money. They wanted it to be like
They're
the next
so
big thing.
stupid.
Yes. And the guy basically admits that it was a bad idea and executed poorly.
Hey,
But also blames it on them giving him a bad time slot.
Oh, okay.
Real About High School is real good. The art is immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't it have a real big fish opening? It did.
I think
It
so,
did,
yeah. Yeah, no, that's part of them throwing $1 million into bringing it over.
You did the fucking the thing before Fairy Tale.
Yes.
What idiot.
What a maroon. What a nincompoop. Let's move to Bob for news. Bob?
All right. They did a state of play for 007 First Light. And we found out that game launches March 27th. Not as close as I was kind of hoping for having a state of play already, but it's not that far.
Yeah, it's only slightly over 6 months in advance.
Right.
Some might say basically 7 months in advance.
Yeah, basically.
Spot on that, yeah.
But the state of play was pretty neat. They got to see a large chunk of it, like basically 27 to 30 minutes just of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It has stealth segments that feel a little bit like Hitman, but with it seems like not as much goofy stuff to do, more just, okay, well, it's kind of like a mix between Hitman and Uncharted is
yeah.
how it seemed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they broke into the gunplay, it was like surprisingly very environmental based. Like there's a bunch of stuff where you could bunch a dude and then throw him into something and it would cause a chain of effects. It's like, oh, that's going to knock this over. That's going to turn on this alarm. That's going to blow up this thing.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of really cool looking stuff. It was not running well, which they have 6 months to fix that, I guess.
Yeah, it was chugging when a bunch because like he shoots a gas can and it blows up a chain of gas cans and explodes half a building and the frame rate dies.
So, and that's on PS5 Pro. I'm convinced because it was in a state of play and they
Probably.
often showcase these things on a Pro. Oh boy.
Yeah, a lot of that I couldn't tell if the game itself was getting smeared to hell or if the bit rate was fucking up on the video.
Yeah, watching it, I honestly stopped myself from doing another Blue Sky post about how much I hate that modern video games look indistinguishable from bad YouTube video quality.
Yeah.
Like games now just look like they're macro blocking. Because the TAA.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just cutscenes that are 30 or is the gameplay 60 and the cutscenes are 30?
I did not check. They upload the video 60.
Okay.
So presumably they're shooting for 60, but I don't know. I didn't go through frame by frame it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always running really bad.
I only looked at the cutscenes because I was trying to clip things for the thumbnail.
Just so we're clear, don't buy this game at launch. It's at the end of the fiscal year. You should have learned that by now. If the game comes out in March, just don't buy it.
Yeah, no, this game actually, like, lots of cool ideas and stuff. Probably give it a few months.
And then it won't be $70.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was pretty excited. I thought this was a bunch of stuff. Was like, okay, it's not just a Hitman skin or anything. It feels like a James Bond game. He's got like the watch with the cool gadgets. There's multiple ways to solve different things. It reminded me a little bit of those Call of Duty missions where you actually had a lot of different routes.
There was a lady, and she might be your friend or foe. There was a car. It was expensive.
The driving parts look bad.
Yes, they do.
Like I'm like, man, I know that Uncharted and stuff do this, but you didn't need to do this. It's okay. The other stuff looked cool.
I mean,
like I'm just coming off of Mafia: The Old Country. It looked like you could steer that car, so I'm like, holy shit, this looks amazing.
Now that's a fucking flop swap.
Yeah, Jesus.
Mafia: The Old Country flop swapping with the brand new Bond game.
Watching this vid made me be like, we need to do a Bond month.
We do.
Honestly, watching that gameplay footage, I didn't realize how starved I was in my soul for looking at a video game and hearing them just punch into the Bond theme song.
They also announced the collector edition of the game, which will be $300 and come with a replica of the Golden Gun. There is no indication as yet if the Golden Gun is in this game.
But that's the video game thing for the Bond stuff, where it's like that's the one-shot kill gun.
I mean, true.
Most guns, by the way, can be one-shot
right.
kill guns.
In fact, if you have watched the Golden Gun, the movie, the gun itself isn't special. The gun actually sucks, but the marksman's really good, and he makes a big point of like, no, I kill guys in one shot, even though my gun's like I have to load each bullet individually, and it's
Bob,
kind of it's a gaudy, awful gun.
I'm gonna know our core audience isn't 50 years old.
Yes.
So no, they have not seen that movie.
I need to rewatch it. I remember liking it.
Yeah, honestly, like I've always wondered, like, what is the deal with the Golden Gun?
It kills people in one shot, and it must be really good.
Like I know it's like 60s sci-fi, but like they knew what gold was in the 60s. I'm pretty sure they knew how it worked.
They're no further questions. Yeah.
So I have seen that movie.
Okay.
I think I was like 9, and I watched it entirely because the names made it sound like a cool Chad would fight James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember being very disappointed that nothing especially cool like that happened.
Yeah, a lot of the Bond movies kind of end up there. I also, I believe, watched through every Bond movie when I was like somewhere between 8 and 11.
Yeah, I remember I started slowly going through those, and I watched Goldfinger, and I'm like, man, this is great. And then I watched the next couple, and I'm like, oh.
I'm not going to get any other format for talking about this. Jaws, the actor for Jaws in the Bond movie, was apparently going to be the original Hulk for the TV show instead of Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, that makes sense because he's huge.
Yeah, they left a couple shots in the first episode that are him, but they recast him before they were even done with the first episode, it sounds like.
Crazy.
Yeah. This is very much tall. He's like much taller than Lou Ferrigno, but he's nowhere near as buff.
Yeah, that makes sense because that dude is like ludicrous.
Yeah, he's 7'2" or something.
7'2". Yeah, I was like,
it's
huge. Some man. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I was like, it's got to be like at least 6'6". I didn't think it'd be like 7'2". Jesus.
Hey, Aggro.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we had a friend, in our friends group. They're still in our friends group, but the thing was they were like maybe an inch shorter than the rest of us, and because all of us were like exactly 6 feet or slightly above 6 feet, they got the perception in videos and stuff of being the short one.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about how fucked up that is the other day.
It's pretty wild.
Someone told me they were 5'7". I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a second. No, I just normalized 6 feet because somehow everyone I'm friends with is 6 foot or Tosh who's 4'8". There's no in between with me. Anyway, just one of those epiphanies I had walking down the hall and just going, what the fuck? My frame of reference is fucked. Anyway, let's move on.
All right.
Wait. Bond podcast.
Okay, please.
Come on.
Would you like it? Yes, no. Put it in the comments below.
Spiff says I'm 6'2". Thank you. I said or slightly above. Agro's like 6'1". You're 6'2", Spiff. I know.
I would also be up for doing the Bond cast. Like, I feel like that's an important part of culture that I'm relatively unfamiliar with, and then we'll get to the end and be like, so we all agree that Pierce Brosnan was the best, right?
It's so likely it hurts. But who knows? Who knows? I don't. I haven't watched enough.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to how bad Roger Moore is at it.
You gotta call it shaken, not stirred. First off, I bet that name's taken. Secondly, that name sucks for searchability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I would be.
We'll call it crashing the bond market to keep it topical.
I don't know. We got to get through these gamer movies. It's not an infinitely long journey, but it is one that will return many times for the rest of our lives.
It's true.
Or it'll get canceled in a month when no one continues to watch that series. We'll see.
Yeah.
Bob, let's move on. Bob
Marvel
says,
Rivals is coming to PS4. This has been rumored for a while. Now they actually announced it. It comes out alongside Season 4, which is September 12th, so we're very close. I guess I see the viability in that market still.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And the trailer showed off some new characters. So Daredevil, but with superpowers, was there.
I mean, superpowers.
Like,
just to be clear,
like a DBZ character kind of superpowers.
I wouldn't say DBZ characters have superpowers.
But yeah, he shows energy from his batons,
Billy clubs,
and they also extend out into chains, which I know isn't a superpower, but they glow while they do it. That's pretty crazy, right?
That's pretty sick. He's got gamer LEDs in him.
And then Angela, who is she looks like an angel, but I guess she's from Asgard or something.
Oh, okay.
She looked pretty cool. They made her very ripped.
Chat is explaining that that's him possessed by the Beast.
The Beast.
You know who's going to be possessed by the Beast? Me, when I drink the bedroom book.
Anyway.
No, you got to step up to the bedroom beast.
Yeah, Marvel
64
loves,
ounces of relationship destroying power.
Marvel loves having characters get possessed by the Beast, like they had Spider-Man get possessed by the evil of the Green Goblin, and they're going to have Spider-Gwen get possessed by the evil of the original Gwen Stacy.
All I can imagine with the Beast now is that Anchorman bit with the Black Panther cologne. Yeah, that whole thing where it made the tiger noise every time it was mentioned.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What that was called. I don't think it was Black.
Yeah, I don't think it was Black Panther.
No.
It was something else.
Anyway. Kind of wild that it's being backported to the PS4 when it's
Right?
an Unreal Engine 5 game.
Yeah, I have to wonder how that'll look.
Luckily, the scope of that game's pretty contained. Sex Panther. Thank you, chat.
Sex Panther.
That makes way more sense.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I played at pretty low settings on my PC, and it works. So I guess it's
Your 1080 Ti is vastly more powerful than any
right?
model of PS4.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
yeah. I guess we'll see.
The 1080 Ti, again, for people who lack a frame of reference, is roughly as powerful as the fucking PS5. Just, with outdated feature set.
Right.
Shit, I bet it's more powerful, but again, the outdated feature set makes it less optimized at a lot of things.
Annapurna Interactive's going to be at Tokyo Game Show, and they're going to have 3 titles that aren't yet announced.
Ooh,
Exciting. They could be anything.
it could be anything. It could be another Gex game. I promise, guys.
Did they have Gex?
No.
Okay.
God, no. I'm just trying to scare people.
Blitzcrank got announced for 2XKO.
You're gonna have to add a moo.
He's not wrong.
You need them both.
But yeah, it looks pretty fancy. That actually just a big grappler dude, which I'm kind of surprised they hadn't announced already for this game.
I'm positive on content I've said multiple times that you need to add Blitzcrank because he's obviously, it's a fighting game. He's a grappler.
Yeah, and you didn't seem to have one.
So that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Paramount's going to make a Call of Duty movie, they claim.
Sure.
Yeah. Was all of these. Yeah, wait until their trailer's out before I believe you.
Is Spielberg attached to this one too?
I didn't see his name on there, but they said that their guiding star was the new Top Gun movie, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, okay. So they're making an ad.
Yeah.
Bob,
What's up?
that wasn't over this bit of news. That reaction I just had was over the next one because I didn't read your full news document and I'm fucking losing
This
it.
got announced hours before we started the podcast earlier today. Puzzle Quest Immortal Edition was announced.
I gotta stop. This is my fault, and I'm sorry, everyone.
It's going to be for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and Switch and PC. It includes Puzzle Quest, Challenge of the Warlords, Revenge of the Plague Lord, and The Legend Returns. Which those are not Puzzle Quest 2, 3, or 1, 2, and 3.
No, those are expansions for one.
Exactly. The Warlords one, or sorry, the Legend Returns actually is an expansion from 2019.
Oh my
So
god!
very late expansion.
Oh my god! They did that on the way of putting it on the Switch and other things.
Yes.
Oh my god! The graphics look good at all now.
Yeah. No, they
Holy
actually
shit.
got new art. It's kind of crazy.
I was showing
What?
I was showing fucking Spiff a month ago Puzzle Quest because he didn't know about it.
Right.
He'd never heard of Puzzle Quest. So as a joke, oh god, this was more than a month ago. As a joke, instead of playing the copy of Donkey Kong Bonanza that he brought over for me to play, I spent an hour playing Puzzle Quest because he'd never seen it. Anyways, Bob, these are drawings. They aren't just AI upscaled garbage.
Right. No, they are actually new drawings.
Jesus, dude.
They also added a new class, just one. It's out September 18th, so we're really close too. It's like,
Hey,
That's
hey,
fucked up.
Gung Ho,
Mm-hmm.
it's time.
Mm.
Make a console, a full scale pay money Puzzle and Dragons and kill them.
Can they get there in time?
man, I wish I liked Puzzles and Dragons. I tried that a few times and just could not get into it. As someone who liked Puzzle Quest.
It is fucking me up that it's like, yeah, we should do a Puzzle Quest stream. We should just get this and do a Puzzle Quest stream. This is literally the joke I was making to Spiff. I'm like, we need to do a Puzzle Quest stream.
Right, but now it's relevant
Now
suddenly?
this is fucked up. I need to stop saying shit. This is genuinely fucked up. What are they charging for the fucking thing?
I don't know. I didn't see them announce a price. They cannot be that much, right?
It is.
This
Come
is the
on.
worst news that's ever happened. Chat, you need to understand. We all played Puzzle Quest back in the day and went, that was neat. That was kind of a fun time. And then we all forgot about it because it's Puzzle Quest. Days later, we go into Dan's room and Dan's just been fixating. Dan has been playing Puzzle Quest, this weird ass downloadable PS3 game. We just found out, we went into his room and we found his stash of heroin. Like, we realized that Dan wasn't okay. Dan was now playing Puzzle Quest.
Good news, everyone. It's only $15. It includes all those expansions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please look forward to the first 48-hour death stream.
We've had an image comparison. One moment. Dropped in the GigaBoots fan Discord. Let me go ahead and bring these up real quick on stream so we can quickly show off. And honestly, there are a lot of things of art that are even more. Oh, is this A5? Have you betrayed me by giving me A5, chat? I shan't recover from this. Are you gonna still work? You're still gonna work because I renamed it to JPEG. Anyway, so there's the before, and honestly, it's crustier than this in reality even.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see how there's a little bit of a melting quality to the background. Like, look at the AI upscaled. I could punch in to make this even easier on stream. Look at the AI quality to just melty, gooey lines everywhere. The whole game. The whole of, like, the accessible modern versions of the original game are all just this horrible AI upscale slop job. This is literally the version I own on the Switch, is this version. So that's how that looks like before. Can I get one more? Thank you. And this is the new version where, I don't know, they have someone draw art to scale for the image and then do not feed it through an AI upscale, and then there are lines. It's just a little better. Just a little fucking better. Jesus Christ. This is exciting news. This is the worst thing to ever happen to me. Please look forward to the death stream. And that was it for your news, Bob?
That was it for my news.
We're moving on to Chris's news.
Okay, Battlefield 6's dev team says good performance at minimum specs was a priority. That's why they don't intend to put in ray tracing anytime soon.
Whoa.
If this is, I am starting to believe this might be the time Battlefield does better than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are actually teeing it up properly. It's
They are.
I
crazy.
hope it happens, and I hope it makes Microsoft shit their pants.
No, this is the exact moment that they need to have Call of Duty's teeth kicked in. Like, it's they've gone too far.
Second year in a row, they're using AI generated shit in their fucking game. Which I didn't even know that when we played it last year.
Right? No,
they didn't disclaim it at launch actually last year. This is what I heard.
Crazy. How could this?
It's gonna be a disaster. Like, it's gonna. There's never been a better. Like, if they can't win this time, they should just cancel the franchise because they can't win. Like, it's impossible.
Yeah, if they can't win this time, I'm starting to believe that too. But then again, never discount the power of Bad Company 3.
This could
That's
be
true.
like the start of a tide turning. Like, even if they don't win this time, they might like win over a segment of that community, like a large set, and
Like
then
a
the
huge
next time out,
Yeah.
they just really do it.
I'm very excited for this one. I honestly, when Digital Foundry was doing their video where they expressed disappointment that there wasn't more ray tracing in the game, I was like, it's almost like they want it to run well on a large number of systems so people can play and enjoy the game.
Crazy
And then
idea.
they came out and said that. Whoa! Am I psychic? No, it's called paying attention.
General observations. You can't do that. That's not allowed. I won't stand for this.
Fascist Bob be like.
In the next story, hey, remember Rise, Son of Rome?
I do.
Yeah,
Remember
I
how
do.
that franchise, that game kind of didn't do great, but it really should have probably gotten a second swing, but it didn't because Microsoft couldn't come to terms with Crytek over who owned it.
I don't know about all that, but go on.
Take-Two almost took over Perfect Dark's development, but Microsoft refused to give up the IP, so they walked away.
Fuck you.
The IP they're just gonna let die.
That IP they haven't touched in 20 years.
Yeah, it's just gonna rot in their closet.
And will never touch again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
No, but like there could be money made off of it, so that needs to be ours. Even though there won't be because we're not going to.
And you would pay us for the IP? That's not acceptable either. It's impossible. God.
So yeah,
this
that's
sucks.
why that seems to be why the layoffs were like delayed.
They're trying to get God.
What an asshole. What just fucking bullshit. What fucking bullshit. This is actually genuinely pissing me off immensely.
Yeah, no, that cut Microsoft out of the equation. It probably could have been a decent game even.
Yes.
Yeah, they would have been able to hire people to make it.
And stop
Yep.
hiring people to over-manager it.
We might have encountered a shortage of feedback.
God, how
Yeah.
upsetting.
Yeah, and they even have the history of doing this. Like they sold the IPs from Tango.
Yeah, no, they have a history of selling IPs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's Perfect Dark. They just couldn't let go.
I mean, it's such a valuable IP. They haven't made a game with it in 20 years.
There were only ever 2 games.
No, there's 3.
Oh, right. There was a Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy Color, yeah. So stupid.
Yeah.
Enormously stupid bullshit.
So this made me laugh. Capcom CEO has conceded maybe monetary conditions impact the sales of games.
What?
In discussing why Monster Hunter Wild's tail was non-existent, he basically said, yeah, the PS5, and then specifically he called out PS Plus. He's like, yeah, needing to pay a bunch more money to play online, that, and then you got to buy the game, and that's $70, and who boy, and he kind of blamed like not enough people have the PS5, and that's kind of why it didn't. I'm like, bro, there's 80 million. There's more PS5s than there were PS4s when you launched World. Fucking get over it. It's on you, motherfucker.
That's not the problem.
Like, so many things on there. Like,
the problem is you made the game too big and too high fidelity, so it can't run on anything.
Right, so it's not
which was a mistake when most of your audience. I would love to see the refund numbers on Wilds on Steam.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to know. Yeah.
And like until you priced it at $70. But I'm glad that these people are starting to wake up and go, oh shit. Turns out you can't just raise the price and raise the price and raise the price. Turns out that actually loses you money.
But we made money go up. We told them money go up. Why is it going down? I don't understand.
I am very excited for Capcom games to start being $60 again.
They were great when they were $60.
They were.
Asterisk. I don't like Resident Evil 8.
Adia, that is the company that has done tons of retro ports. They did the Valis collection, Cho Aniki. They do old games and put them into collections and make them modern. They're going to be doing a bunch of PC Engine Falcom games, specifically Ys 1 through 4, Dragon Slayer 1 and 2, and Xanadu 1 and 2.
Cool.
That could be
I hope this collection gets released over here.
Their collections are always super overpriced. Like those Valis collections, like here's 2 Valis games, $30, please. It's like, dude, this is Valis.
So at least this is 8 games.
Yeah, it's 8 games. So what's that? 170?
Yeah, because they like the Valis collections were multiple different collections. These are $30, so they could have released these in any number of collections.
I'm just sad that it didn't go up to Dragon Slayer 4. Like I know that's an NES game, and these are apparently PC Engine
specifically PC Engine.
I still want to play Dragon Slayer 1 and 2.
I am very interested in playing Ys 4 because that's a bump combat game. That's not a weird side scroller. And I've heard multiple people say, yeah, that's better than Ys 1 and 2. But the only way to play it is a fan patch, and the technical limitations mean they can't subtitle the cutscenes, so they have to give you a script in the zip file. So you can read what is being said in the cutscenes.
Spiff's asking, which Ys 4 is it? This would be the PC Engine one, based on what this says.
Yeah, the Dawn of Ys. You might remember it. You might know it better as the Vita game, the Vita / eventually came to everything game, Memories of Celceta, which is not very good.
Oh no, I still haven't opened that box of the limited edition I have of that game, and now I'm hearing it's not good.
Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan promise Rayman is alive. They promise. And by alive, they mean we're going to remake one of the earlier games, and if not enough people buy it, we won't make a new one.
Cut this shit out.
Yeah, this already wasn't funny like 2 decades ago.
At first, it was just an annoying test, but now I genuinely wonder if it isn't like, yeah, we got rid of everybody who knew how to make that, so now we have to teach new people how to make it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, everybody.
Although that didn't work out for Dead Space. But to be fair, Dead Space wasn't successful initially either. Not as successful as EA wanted. In other Ubisoft is Doom news,
okay,
Atari has acquired the rights to 5 Ubisoft games: Cold Fear, I Am Alive, Child of Eden, Grow Home, and its sequel, Grow Up.
This is the early GigaBoots content starter pack.
Yep. Like,
do you know
I am
how
alive?
rare it is?
Why?
Do you know how completely rare it is for a big publisher to sell their IPs
Fucking
and their games?
Yeah, we just went over how they Microsoft wouldn't do it.
Yep.
So this is a really, like, I really think us joking about the Gamo family trying to literally steal the company's IPs by somehow get them to Tencent and completely screw over their investors seems increasingly real.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's real possible.
These are all
This
very
will
small games, but still, like, it's a sign.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
Daniel Drapeau, game director at Haven Studios. That's Fair Games. That's Fair Games if you don't know. Left the studio and joined WB Games Montreal in August. Is this dude cursed? Like, he went from Fair Games to WB Games Montreal? That's not that big an upgrade.
Literally
No.
the fucking Clerks cartoon burn word joke. Look, let's get out of here.
Look, Fair Games is going to die in, like, the next 6 months. This WB Games got at least 2 years until they shut it down. Right? Maybe 1 year at least.
What are they supposed to be making? They made, like, didn't they already fire so many people? They were Gotham Knights, right?
Oh god, I think they were.
Yeah.
So
Who knows?
they're already, like, not in a good place.
Maybe they get to make a normal Batman game.
Maybe.
Maybe. Man, Fair Games is so fucked. It's so obviously fucked.
Good.
Yeah, because
so
you can't even say, well, maybe it was done and he just left. Because I don't know if you know this. Service games don't end.
No,
You continue
you can't-
developing content for them forever.
Yeah, the game director can't leave as you launch the game.
Unless you're not launching the game.
Yeah. No, this is
Hey, we heard it was canceled. Then Michael Pachter came out and said, no, I misspoke. It was not canceled. Turns out Michael Pachter is indeed always wrong.
Whoa!
Wow.
Gonna start asking Michael Pachter where to eat in town. And be like,
He
I'm
was
avoiding that.
almost right once, and he had to rush in and go, no, I'm actually wrong.
Fucking wild.
And finally, Cultic Chapter 2, which I believe was my second game of the year, my number 2 game of the year in 2022, I believe it was.
Cultic
I
was,
think
yes.
it was. Yeah. Chapter 2 is coming out on September 18th. It will be DLC for the original game. The original game's $10. I presume this DLC will also be $10. Cultic's a great game. Go play it if you like first-person shooters and Resident Evil 4.
What if I only like one of those things?
You'd still probably like Cultic.
Have you streamed Cultic?
I have not.
Okay. Did you
I might
stream
do that
Blood?
before this comes out. I did stream Blood.
Okay,
I streamed every
there we go.
fucking... I streamed Blood twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty convinced you streamed either Blood or Cultic, and I couldn't remember which.
Yeah, it's not quite as good as Blood, but it's the closest anything has ever come. The top 3 first-person shooters of all time: Blood, Death Wish, the fan sequel to Blood, and Cultic. And then I guess number 4 would be Halo 3.
That's quite a list.
Uh-huh.
And that's all my news.
And that's all the news. That's it. News is dead. We're done with it. Bob and I tomorrow are playing Mystical Ninja Goemon, the recomp, as in recompilation, for PC. So be very excited as we play a delightful game and it runs well, even though it's an N64 game. Chris, you sound terrified to announce anything.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to call my my ISP. Well, I mean, I already did, but I'm gonna have to wait for them to fucking fix it.
Aggro, what are you up to?
I'm pretty sure I figured out that while you're walking backwards, left and right are swapped in your brain, but somewhere in your spinal column, it just flips them back when your inner ear senses that you're moving backwards. So that's why you move slower when you're walking backwards, because all of your signals have to like double flip to get the right way back around. So I have constructed a device that I am in the prototype stages referring to as a neural interrupter. It's basically a towel that I have soaked in salt water and hooked up to a car battery. I'm going to drape that along the length of my spine, and while walking backwards, intermittently activate the device in an attempt to sort of short circuit whatever organ or gland in there is doing the double swap, thereby flipping left and right in my mind, so I'll be able to write with my left hand in real life. I'm what I am certain, having not looked into it at all yet, are a myriad vast benefits of being left-handed in modern society, up to and including, most exciting for me, getting to use the special scissors.
I'm excited we will have a man on the inside of the left-handers.
Couldn't you just practice a lot with it and maybe get better at it?
Have you ever heard me talk about video games?
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of Big Think Dimension. Big Think Dimension sincerely is only possible because of you and your support over at patreon.com/gbpodcast, where you can get extremely early access to Chugging Bleach, the podcast where we review Bleach. The water stopped coming out of the faucet, and they insist there's more in the pipe. So enjoy that. Yeah, that's it.